verify that it started. Twitch.tv. Log in, see what it does.
We were playing with Grandpa Bussy.
Yeah, you're live. I can see you.
Alright, there it is. Log in, see what it does. Okay. So, let's go ahead and go over the... Oh, no, I didn't want that tab.
I actually think Lilith is AFK.
Oh, is Lilith AFK?
Yeah.
Goliath?
I saw her mic go on. I didn't hear her.
I think that's us. We talked
sorry,
about.
Oh, no, there we go.
Lilith.
Yes.
It rhymes with Goliath.
That's right.
Alright. So, the adventure last 2 weeks ago began with the party trickling into the Adventurers Guild in Stonecall, looking for various forms of work. Delgar loudly demanded a request involving an amulet because he had heard rumors that there was it would be hurting a lot of people and there was an impending war as a result of it. But told that he needed to have at least a party of 5. He recruited Nick and Malachar relatively quickly, and then they went and recruited Malia and Lilith, who is currently going by Raven. They met with the guildmaster, who told them that the previous squad that was recruited never returned, so they increased the party size requirement. The quest was to explore the ancient ruins in the forest and report back their findings. After you guys accepted the quest and signed your contracts, you went out to the merchant's quarter to obtain supplies and purchase food. Malachar purchased several items from Henry Blacksmithy. Malia went to the Thieves Guild and inquired about the forest and the 2 adventurers that went to the mission prior to them. She was told that there was a cleric and a ranger, one from Bindholding and the other from the Freedom States. They disappeared along the trade route that is there. She was told to watch out for dwarves and Rashali forces and steer clear if she doesn't want a fight. Potions and rations were purchased, and Delgar appointed Nick as his paperwork and finance helper, promising to pay him back for his assistance. You picked up your general supplies, financed by Nick, who silently lamented of his financial status. And then the party left towards the forest, observing the training of the Blue Guard, the kingdom's military. And as you enter the forest, Malia, Nick, and Malachar succumbed to the effects of the forest, and Lilith and Delgar while they did feel the effects, did not succumb to them. They noted the lack of animal life and the strange atmosphere. You were able to travel with no incident on your first night. A thick fog rolled through your camp, but nothing of note happened. On your second day, you passed the trade road, which did not appear on any map that you had received. You decided to ignore it and press forward. You came across the ruins, and you've seeing a whole bunch of skeletal remains and rusted weapons as you approached. The ruins were surrounded by a magical barrier and was covered by a thick fog. As you inspected the barrier, you saw various runes floating around. You saw 3 stone guardians behind the barrier. As you tested the barrier, eventually there was an attempt to dispel it. The barrier activated and emitted a pulse of energy, blasting all of you backwards into the tree line, and one of the stone guardians activated and passed through the barrier and begun to battle with the party. After some very well-placed strikes, you were able to extract its core. You defeated the guardian and then stopped to catch your breath. Then when the other 2 activated, you fled into the forest. And now we are at that point. You guys have just retreated from the tombs. You've now entered into a clearing. I have hit the play. Go ahead and hit the play button on D&D Beyond, because that's where we're going to be starting. Is on the map here.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys have just successfully made your escape from there. They are not pursuing you past the tree line. There's been no attempts to try to attack you or follow you. It's just that the other 2 guardians activated, and then, if one of you were to go check, they returned. And I will let whoever wants to start.
Well, that sucked.
Indeed.
You still got the core?
Of course.
Well,
Interesting little thing. I can't read a thing on it, though.
At least it wasn't a complete waste.
Maybe we should take a little bit more time investigating things before we start touching them.
Nick has already hung his head in shame, really wanting to say anything, but just actively choosing not to.
Well, we can't just sit around here all day. This forest is clearly cursed, and I don't want to spend any longer here than I have to.
And the only way to gain access to those runes would be to find somebody who could speak this language on this core.
Someone at the Adventurers Guild might know something about it.
Tricky thing when you're dealing with other adventurers, they might want to cut.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I don't know. What does everyone else think?
Has anyone tried to analyze this core yet?
Yeah, Malia tried. She couldn't read it.
I could read it, but I don't have any magic to analyze it.
Nick is gonna scurry up to her and hold out his hands, like half expecting her not to hand it over, but maybe I can take a look at it.
Just be careful about it this time.
I will, I promise.
I would like to guide him.
I'll place it in his hand, and I'll
I
just
touch his shoulder.
keep watch because I'm still wary of those statues coming up against us.
Okay, and you're watching
yeah.
back where the statues came from?
Just of the general area around us, because at the Thieves Guild, I was also warned of other dangers in the forest, so I'm just keeping alert.
Delgar will also stay alert. Seeing how she's slightly on edge, he'll keep his axe ready.
Well, that's the thing you don't know about me. I'm always on edge. I mean, what?
As Malia hands Nick the core, and Malakar places his hand on his shoulder, he kind of jolts before he's able to actually look at it, almost dropping the thing, but catching it midair, and he's just going to wipe off his forehead despite not being able to sweat, and then he's going to try to investigate it.
Okay.
Okay, so should I roll Arcana or Investigation?
Well, that depends on what. Are you just like trying to determine what? Are you trying to like?
He's just trying to feel out generally what it is.
So I will let you pick between Investigation and Arcana. What you want to do?
Okay, they're the exact same for me.
But for Arcana, it's determining a magical nature of something or a magical history of something, and then Investigation is just trying to determine its actual function.
You could do investigation because my investigation is shit, and I could try karma.
Okay,
a bit better.
All right, I'll try investigate. Okay, he's gonna look over it thoroughly, trying to see what it could actually be used for. Okay.
Remember, you got guidance, so you get a D4 on top of that.
Okay, so how do I add that?
You should be able to
just roll an additional D4 on top of it,
Okay.
and then you're just going to subtract 1.
Ah. Okay, so that's +3 then.
Okay.
So 15 total.
It hasn't registered in the game
Or
log for me. I
14.
don't know.
Oh, okay. So that's 14 total.
And it was an investigation?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, from what you can see and based off of how your prior line of work, you could probably reasonably assume that this core was meant to help facilitate the passage through the barrier for that particular guardian.
Okay.
That it's a mechanical device meant to accomplish that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recognize any
So-
writing on it?
AI.
Well, I did roll the investigation, so I don't think I'd be able to do that for the Arcana. But
It does have
Unless
the
I could
same runes on it that I noticed on the wall. Maybe that's why I allowed the statue to get through the force field around the area, but we can't go willy-nilly guessing at runes that none of us can read.
And if there's magic like that on the outside, you can bet there's going to be magic like that on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
There is writing
well-
on the floor, right?
Yes.
we could just have a go at it. Maybe I can approach, or somebody who's good with sneaking about can go towards the wall and try to pass through. No,
On their own, though, with 2 stone guardians ready to activate.
we could come from the side where they won't be able to see us.
Can I see the core?
He's gonna hand it to her.
I'm going to take it and then call a raven to me and cast comprehend languages.
Ooh.
Hmm.
An attempt
Smart.
to discern what the writing says.
Okay. Can you tell me more about that specific? I don't know about that spell.
For the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any language that you hear or see signed. You can also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written. It takes about a minute to read 1 page of text. The spell doesn't decode symbols or secret messages.
Okay. So this, particular glyph appears to have very literal words written down, and it's you see words like ice, you see words like warrior, but there's a lot of like combined words that just don't make sense.
Even through magic, this is indecipherable nonsense.
You can read it down, though.
Barely. 1 or 2 words illegible here and there, but it's mostly a mystery.
Didn't we figure out it was Abyssal, right?
Yeah.
Even then, it's nonsense.
The writing was in Abyssal, and I detected celestial magic.
That is weird. Usually
that
those
the
2
usual
counterparts don't
combination?
work together. Yes.
Oh,
Maybe.
I haven't read anything about this in the books back in the city.
Hmm.
And as you guys are talking, you hear some rustling and you hear a snap.
Eyes up. We've got company.
You heard something from this area, and you heard something from over here.
Okay.
I'll take my bow and aim over at this area because I have a little bit more distance on my bow.
Which area are you pointing at,
this
Millie?
one? Or
Yeah,
this one?
yeah. The bottom one.
This one?
All right. Delgar
Yeah.
Delgar will move toward the north area.
Nick's gonna follow behind.
yeah.
I have a very good passive perception, 15. Can I see something?
You can do an active perception check.
All right.
Because right now there's only two things that failed the rolls that would defeat perception checks.
19.
Okay, you see a foot, like kind of dangling out of a tree.
Ooh.
Over. Hang on, I gotta get to the right one. Over here.
Not do 1, 2.
Okay, my new dice are pretty cool. They make
Humanoid?
sound effects.
Hang on.
Ah!
For whatever reason, I'm not sure what's going on, but my game log is not showing your rolls to me.
I also just rolled a 19.
I rolled
Yeah,
a
I
one.
saw.
I'm
That's on
affected by
brand.
the curse. What was the debuff?
It's -1.
Then
What's
that's
going
an
on?
18.
We're heading into town to visit the blacksmith.
I'm gonna go ahead and just cast false life on myself.
Yeah, it's for whatever reason, I like D&D Beyond is just like not functioning properly.
Maybe refresh the screen.
Isn't that like the
Yeah.
standard that it doesn't work? I've only heard of people giving shit, so to speak, about D&D Beyond's not working at all.
Well, apparently it just doesn't want to work, so I'm gonna have to trust all of you on your rolls. So,
We can see each other's, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
I can see your
yeah.
guys's.
I could see
Yeah.
all yours coming in, no problem. So
yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna lie, so we're all good over here. We'll just tell you.
Okay, so who rolled what? I know Malakar rolled a 19.
18 actually with the
18.
-1.
Okay.
Yeah, mine would be also an 18 with my -1.
Oh, I didn't roll.
And then which way are you facing?
I gotta-
Are you doing this over here?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm
You see like the ruffling of like a cloak that's just kind of dangling there. You don't see the foot, but you see someone that's trying to hide out in the tree.
I'll take aim at that cloak while these other two are investigating.
Okay.
I'll do a perception check,
Okay.
and that is a 17.
Ooh, we're rolling good on
Alright.
perception.
You see that there's someone poking their face out behind the thing here.
Yeah, Delgar's just gonna like shout really loudly, "Hey!"
Is it humanoid? What
Uh,
we see?
Delgar sees a humanoid.
There's
I-
someone sneaking about in these bushes.
Okay. So they're not moving.
Okay, we're just gonna roll for initiative. Let's freaking go.
All right, I'm gonna need your individual initiatives.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right, Delgar has a 19.
Okay,
Perfect.
Nice. Nick rolled a 12.
so 11.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah,
I keep
minus-
forgetting
minus
about the
one.
-1.
Yep.
How long is that gonna last?
Until you are no longer in the forest.
Yeah,
I got a 0.
All right.
that's why I was trying to get us out of here.
Malakar, you got a 1.
What?
I got a 0.
Oof.
He rolled a 1.
You can't go lower than a 1.
Malakar's stunned.
I rolled a 17, so that makes my initiative an 18.
Well, you were affected, so it's a 17.
Sorry. I added the wrong way. I rolled
so
a
it's
17,
16.
so my yes.
Okay, and the Goliath, you got a...
12.
Okay. Alright, and they got a... Can you guys see my rolls if I do...
Let's do a test one.
Did you see that?
No.
No.
Okay, well they got a
Damn.
10 on all their stuff. So,
There you got it.
okay. So you can reasonably assume you can see this one. You can reasonably assume you can kind of see this one.
That one's mine.
All right. So Delgar, you're up.
Oh,
Yeah. All right. Delgar's gonna activate Berserker Rage if I remember how to do that correctly. Let's see. Oh bloody hell! Give me a second. Actions. Bonus actions.
Does this work on my other? No. Is it
For
that-
just level 2, you should just have regular rage still. You shouldn't have your berserker features yet.
there we go.
Yeah, I was just using colorful language.
Oh.
Where the hell is it to put it to activate? Come on.
It's a bonus action to activate your rage.
Bonus action.
Cool.
Yeah, it's not giving me the. Hold on. That would probably be the reason. It's not giving me the option to activate it for some reason. Let me see.
Okay.
Because we
that-
just came out of a
that works.
combat where you activate it. Maybe you don't have any more rages because we haven't long rested.
No, I get 2 per long rest. I still have 1 left.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, there was a Dropbox last time. Now it's not here.
Hmm.
So let's try this.
Okay. So did that work? I zoom out here. Alright, let's check the game log. There we go. I can see it now.
Yay.
I figured it out.
Nice.
Refresh
Alright.
this.
Good job.
Okay.
Maybe click on limited use button. Maybe it's under there.
Let's see.
No, it's also under there, but it just brings me the same menu, which doesn't before. Like when we played last time, it gave me a Dropbox, which is I just
yeah, so
clicked activate.
Well, Rage, there's like a little square box that you just click.
Yeah.
So I you know, so you're just using this. You're just gonna click that small box and you just enter Rage.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna charge Mr. Spy here,
Okay.
yelling my normal battle cry of "Mother witness me," and we're gonna hit him with a big axe.
Okay. Go for it.
All right. 17. Does that hit?
That hits. Roll for damage.
And that's 10. And I think it adds 2 for my rage. Let me see.
Yep.
Yeah, it adds 2, so 12 damage.
All right. So you're able to, you know, swing at this guy with your axe, and you able to take a big fat hit right into his side, right through the tree. So the tree just starts falling over off to the side as you cut this dude.
Pretty dope.
And then now it is Malia's turn.
I'm going to take the shot. I was aiming at the one down here that I was able
B.
to see. Yep.
Okay.
Baby.
Hmm.
And okay, so you fire off your shot and you hit the tree, but it doesn't hit him.
All right.
And now it is Liliath's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna. I suppose I'll just. They're in the tree, right?
Yeah, so this one right here is now currently visible because Delgar hacked down the tree. This one is like still kind of staying hidden a little bit.
I also figured out the rage thing. We're good.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna try to get within 30 feet of him. Oh, I'm so far away.
You are within 65 feet. So if you use all your movement, you can get within either one of these two.
Alright, I want to get to the one that's not currently.
You also had
Oh,
an
that
opportunity to
works.
move earlier, so I mean, if you were to just move ahead of time,
Okay.
it wouldn't bug me.
Yeah, that's good enough. And then I'm going to try to cast Gust and blow him out of the tree.
Okay. Is there a save
that-
for it?
That is a strength saving throw. DC is 14.
He got a 3.
He is pushed 5 feet away from me.
Okay. So
And-
you knock him out of the tree, and he hits his head on a tree behind him, and he'll take 1d4 damage. So he takes 3 damage after hitting his head on the tree.
Look. Nice.
And
Awesome.
now he is now prone.
And I think that'll be my turn. I don't really have any good bonus actions.
All right. So now it is Nick's turn.
Okay. So, Nick is going to run to this spot here I could actually grab him. That would be sick. There we go. He's going to run to that spot there. And see, I'm not sure if infusing an item counts as a turn. Does anybody know if it does?
Is it listed under bonus
Infusing-
actions?
No, infusing an
It's-
item is done after a long rest. You can't do it in
I
combat.
can't do it now?
It's
Okay.
that can rapidly
Dang.
turn an non-magical object into a magic item.
I don't think I need to wait till then.
It's over a long rest.
Yeah, it's. No, yeah,
I have
it's
an
not.
artificer in my game, so I know from experience.
I didn't say anything about that when I read up, but alright.
So yes, whenever you finish a
So,
long rest, you can touch a non-magical object and imbue it with one of your artificer infusions.
okay, alright. I guess I just didn't see it. Alright, Nick's gonna run over to a more advantageous spot, and he's going to attack with his 2 crossbows, which I didn't know he had a second one. It just happened to be in the bag. He's going to shoot once. That's a 19 total, or 18 because minus 1.
Well, that hits.
And perfect. That one's gonna do that. And because he has 2 weapon fighting, he's going to attack with the second one as a bonus action.
All right.
There's that. And there's that.
And Rose never showed up that
I
time.
haven't seen the rolls yet.
Yeah, same.
Oh,
Oh, there they
okay.
are.
So that one hit, and then you hit doing it. So you fire off two crossbows, and you end up like hitting this guy in his torso, and you can see that he's really hurt at this point. And now
An axe swinging 2 crossbow shots will do that to somebody.
Oh yeah. All right. So these are all going to be now taking action.
Wonderful.
So this is
We're dead.
Oh shit.
okay. So Spy E is going to fire off a shot towards Lilith with his hand crossbow, and it misses because your AC is over 9. So, and then he's going to run over, run towards you, like that. Spy B is going to spend his whole turn getting up, and he can't really do anything about that. Spy C is going to try to, run forward and strike Nick with his short sword, and gets a 20.
Alright, well, yeah, that hurts.
All right. Well, he does 3 damage.
Isn't it multiplied by 2 because of crit?
Is it crit? No, it's a dirty 20. It's not a nat 20.
Oh, okay. Alright, he's at 8 health now.
So, he takes a good swing at you, and he ends up hitting you. Gives you a small cut, but doesn't outright kill you. Spy A is gonna try to strike back with his short sword at Delgard. Gets a 19.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay, and he does 5 damage to you.
Okay.
And then Spy D is also going to try to jump on Delgar here.
Did you say Spy D or Spidey?
Spy
Spider-Man.
number D.
It's Spider-Man. He just comes
Uh,
out.
that
Did
does-
you say number D? You mean letter D?
Nah, number D, bro.
I can speak
Sorry, I'm being
English
a jerk.
goods. He gets a 13. Does that hit?
13 does not.
All right. Well, he swings and he hits part of your armor and it bounces off. And now
Delgar's getting more mad.
Malakar, in his stupor, is seeing all this unfold, or his patience rather, can now take an action.
Alright. Let's finish this guy here. gonna cast Toll the Dead on Spy A.
Okay. Is there a range
That's
requirement
a-
or is there a save?
Range is 60 feet, and that's
Okay.
a Wisdom save, DC 13.
You got a 16.
Fucking hell. Well then, that does nothing.
All right. Are you gonna move?
Yeah, I'm gonna charge in this guy's path, blocking him.
Okay.
Goliath. Hopefully. And that's my turn, yeah.
Oh, hang on. This music is a bit too calm. I mean,
I was thinking that. I don't want to say anything though. There we go.
okay. Now we are back up to Delgar.
All right. I'm going to swing at Spy A again,
Okay.
and let's hope this hits. Because if it does, I can use Cleave and hit the other guy.
All right.
Oh,
That hits.
yeah. Okay, perfect.
Roll for damage.
Okay, so that is 14 plus
wow.
2,
Okay.
so that's 16
Wow.
damage to
Alright.
Spy A.
Are you trying to kill him?
This one, yes.
Okay. So you just lop his head off and he dies.
Okay, and bringing the axe around to attack Spidey. We're gonna... Do I have to roll a separate hit for that? Let's see.
I can see in the top left right now popping up. This will have consequences.
Yeah, so I do have to roll another hit for this. That's a 10.
I don't
Does-
think it requires an additional roll.
No, it should be just under your actions if you the feature of the weapon.
Yeah. So your
Mm.
cleave doesn't require a separate attack or a special
Okay.
attack for the
Cool.
for the additional strike, but
Let's
it
kill
allows you
him.
to make a bonus action against the adjacent enemy after hitting your initial target.
Okay, so that's gonna do 12 damage to him.
Okay. So after your swing, you actually end up smacking this guy right upside the head, and discombobulating him a little bit as he stumbles to the side.
Delgar's gonna kind of look really proud of himself and he can go back to being really pissed.
Okay. And now it is Malia's
Very
turn.
in character.
All right, Malia is just gonna throw up here, and then take aim at Spy C because it's a beside an ally. 17 to hit.
That hits.
Ooh.
The AC is 12, by the way, so these guys aren't very strong.
Then why did my 19 miss last round?
Was it a 19?
Well, 18 with the -1, but I rolled a 19.
Roll 2 hits.
Hang on.
Damn, I was so scared. I was like, 19 misses? We are
Yeah.
doomed.
And you guys put on getting all your attacks, and I was
yeah.
I
like,
thought for whatever reason I thought it was a 9. Okay. Well then I guess
All right.
So
I'll roll the longbow attack for that one guy that I thought he had like some sort of cover because of the tree or something, and I was like, well,
Christmas has clearly had an effect on Warden's ability to communicate, so we got to
Yeah,
give him a
something
bit of
like
grace here, people.
Oh,
so
wow.
Spy B takes
Okay.
8 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so he got struck with an arrow, and then he got blown out of the tree. So and then Spy C took
Oh,
8 damage.
also takes 8 damage. Yeah.
Spy C takes 8 damage. Okay. All right. Now it is Liliath's turn.
Okay, alright. I'm gonna I guess I'll cast Hex on the one next to Malakar.
Okay.
And I will target his
Wouldn't you still have Hex up from the soldier, the statue fight? Because we were just in that, and Hex lasts an hour.
Does it? Oh, yeah, it does.
Just saving you spell slots. You're a warlock.
Well, fair.
True.
Yeah. Would
Yeah.
I DM? That's a DM question. DM, would I throw that up?
So Hex says you place a curse on a creature that you can see within range until the spell ends. You deal an extra damage to the target whenever you hit with the attack.
But she can move her Hex once that creature's dead, and it stays up for an
So-
hour because it's a concentration
I
spell.
didn't reapply it to one of the new ones.
Yeah. So it was only it applied to the initial target, but it didn't apply. It doesn't apply to these guys because they're not. The
No,
same.
no. I can move it on a subsequent turn as long as I maintain concentration, and it lasts for an hour.
So were you maintaining concentration this entire time after running?
I mean, if it's been less than an hour, I
Just
Say yes. Just say yes.
Just say yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you can do it. Go for
I was
it.
concerned for a second because comprehend languages had a symbol on it, but it's only ritual.
It's
not
a ritual spell.
concentration.
Yeah, it's not a concentration spell.
So yeah, I hex spy E,
All right. Go for it.
and I will spell attack him again with talon bird. A bird goes after him for a 19
Okay.
to hit.
All right. It hits. How much damage
Oh,
does it do?
cool. And I'll do a
Look-
D10.
I love how you renamed your Eldritch Blast to Talon Strikes.
It's because I'm commanding a bird and I'm actually shooting a beam of energy.
Then how
I
much?
just love
And then a
then the hex
D6.
damage.
I think that's cooler, to be honest.
All right.
Yeah.
So you deal 7 damage to this guy, and as you hit him with your raven, you see like almost like a maze of these lines just starts traveling up his face, and with this blackish blue color as he takes the necrotic damage.
Ooh.
And now it is Nick's turn.
Oh, it is necrotic damage. Okay.
All right. So, can I get like a description of what this guy looks like?
They appear to be wearing dark, like blackish cloaks. They're like, it looks like just spy gear. Like a lot of their stuff is either black or brown or like dark brown, meant to try to blend in with
Right.
the trees around you there.
Okay, so there's not really any armor I could mess with. All right, he's just gonna go for a dagger strike.
Okay.
All right, well,
You try to go for a dagger strike and you miss. Your
Okay.
reach is a bit short.
so I'm still able to do another bonus action with not the dagger. So there's disadvantage with crossbow up close, right? Or with ranged weapons.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try anyways. Ah,
All right, so that hits.
sweet.
Yeah, 13 hits.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, get fucked. Get
All right.
fucked.
So you smack this dude right in the stomach with your arrow, and he staggers back a little bit from it,
You're not taking this job from me.
and he's hurt. E is now going to, seeing that Malachar is going to try to attempt to get it in his way. He's going to try to take a big swing with his sword here. I'm assuming 14 doesn't hit because I think your AC is 18.
Yes.
Okay. So it just bounces off of your armor. And
Perfect.
then we got B. Is gonna fire. He's now gonna fire off a shot towards Liliath. Here. Gets an 11, which misses. I'm assuming, yeah. AC's 13, yeah, so it misses. C is going to try again to strike at Nick, and gets a 6, which misses. And then D is going to try to swing back at Delgar and gets a 10. And
That is a miss.
They all just miss. They all just suck right now.
These guys
Worthless.
are doing great.
Alright, and it is now Malakar's turn.
Alright, just to be clear, I'm not wearing armor, I just have a shield, and,
Oh, okay, it bounces off your shield.
or I just tank it with pleasure, because I'm a servant of Leviatar.
It does 0 damage because you enjoy it.
That's
Thank you.
okay.
And I'm gonna point at him, Spy E, almost picking his nose, and gonna cast Toll the Dead again.
Okay?
That's the wisdom save.
Wisdom.
13.
16.
And again, I do nothing.
Damn.
And, yeah, wisdom. Rolls. Fucking hell. Yeah, that's my turn.
Yeah, they got 16 2 times in a row. Alright. Delgar, it's your turn.
Yeah, so Peter Parker here is going to die. Let's do it. Ooh. That's a 23.
Oh, that hits.
God.
All right. That's 12 damage.
Alright, you take a big old swing at him and you hit him really, really, really hard. And he's still alive, but he's hurting.
Okay. No, I want him to die. I'm going to use my bonus action to extend my rage. Someone should probably make their guy stay alive because Delgar's going to kill this dude.
You don't need to spend a bonus action to extend your rage because you attacked with your weapon. Remember, we
Oh yeah.
figured that out.
It's like,
It
as long
doesn't-
as you're either
it doesn't
getting
say
hit,
that.
as long as you're either getting hit or attacking,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
it extends your range.
Okay. Can I use my bonus action to intimidate him?
Sure.
All right. I guess this guy, by a twist of fate, Delgar, just tries to intimidate him by saying, "Stay down." Ooh,
Okay, roll for
11.
He's very much. I'm gonna give. Go ahead and roll at advantage. Just do it a second time,
Sure.
because he's hurt.
Oh, fuck.
Man,
That was a nat one.
Well,
Oh, no!
thankfully it's at advantage. He's very much afraid, but he's not dropping his weapon.
All right. I guess
He
he's
sees
dead.
all of his friends still around, except for the one that you killed.
Oh, I killed him. Good.
All right, Malia, it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to get attacked by C again.
Okay. Alright,
13 to hit.
That hits. All right, Spicy.
For 10 damage.
How are you trying to kill him?
Yeah,
All right.
I know how spies work.
Okay, well you shoot him right through the head, and he dies. Falls over and dies.
Nice.
Sick.
And then I'll aim my bow at Spy E, and in Thieves' Cat, I will call out, "Whoever hired you have made a grave mistake."
All right. He does not respond.
All right. And that's my turn.
Okay. Lilith.
Okay, second verse, same as the first. I'm a warlock. It's what I do, baby.
Yo,
19
All
on
right.
E.
Okay.
Nice.
It hits.
welcome up.
16 force and 6 necrotic.
So you shoot him with you shoot him off with one of your talon strikes, and it hits him again. And you see that this necrotic spread is just going all over his body. His skin is starting to turn blue, like an unnaturally dark shade of blue.
Okay. Is he still
But
alive?
he's still alive. He's not dead.
Alright, I'm just gonna shift slightly behind Malakar. And then that'll be my turn.
All right. Now it is Nick's turn.
Okay.
You just witnessed this guy,
since-
die in front of you. Arrow through his head, and he falls over.
All right, so he's gonna whip back around, crossbow in hand, and immediately shoot at Mr. Spidey.
Okay.
Okay. Not sure if that hits. Should be okay. Yeah, it's a 10, so I don't think it hits.
Nope. You fire off, and it goes right in. And it fires like right between Delgar and Spidey there.
Okay.
What's your aim, Nick?
You say that after he rolls a natural 1 for the second shot. Oh no!
Fuck.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm on low health, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Spidey is going to go and try to attack Malakar again. He gets a nat 1 and takes 1d4 embarrassment damage.
Pathetic.
So he takes 2. He's going to take 2 damage. He's not doing so hot. Spy B is going to fire off a shot at Malia. Also takes 1d4 embarrassment damage. Which is another 2 damage.
Who sent
But
these
her
guys?
first yeah, that's exactly
and
what
then-
Elias wants right to himself right
and
now.
then-
Hired the
Spy-
cheapest spies.
And Spy D. What is going on? Am I getting this? Hang on.
Oh yeah.
You got the
Reload
Nick
thing.
curse tonight.
Okay, well I got a 5 just now,
reload.
so it's literally just that it just needed to.
Bad luck.
I just got
Yeah,
3
yeah.
4 nat 1s in a row.
Oh
That's
god.
crazy.
Yeah,
No,
so
you're good. You're good. You're good.
Okay,
But yeah,
Wow.
and okay, so Spy B takes. Okay, see, I already gave him 2. He only takes 1, and then Spy D takes 2. So the psychic damage is just absolutely crushing Spy D right now, and he's not feeling so hot, and he just like kind of like gets down on his knees, and he just kind of rolls over, and starts weeping.
Delgar's just gonna laugh at him. Pathetic.
All right, Malakar, it's your turn.
Alright, we saw a couple of them at once here. Let's see their wisdom saves. I'm going to cast Hold of that on Spy E.
You got a 9.
Oh, perfect. And he is damaged, right?
Yes, he is damaged. All of them are
So
currently damaged.
that's a d12 then. Wow. He takes 2 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And
So he's still alive.
he has a Dolores bell 10 feet around him.
Okay.
Preparing him for his death. But that's my turn.
Okay. And now it is Delgar's turn. You see this
So-
Spy D is like kind of just giving up. He's fallen over from embarrassment. And just
So
like,
he's no longer in combat. He's done.
I mean, if you want to kill him, I'm not going to say no. But he's got 1 HP.
Yeah, he's not a threat anymore. Okay. Do I have enough movement to make it to Spy E?
Are you enraged? You get extra movement?
Yeah,
enraged?
I'm enraged. Yeah.
Do you get
I
extra
can
movement
cast
or no?
Long Strider.
Well, I have 25 feet movement. Is that enough to get there?
He's 40 feet away.
But you should have
Okay.
35 because Nick cast Long Strider on you, and that lasts an hour.
Okay, so I need to be within 5 feet. So does that put me in range of him?
Yeah, it should
he's
be
40
fine.
he's 40 feet away. So
Yeah, Long Strider gives plus 10.
yeah, you'd be in range.
So you are exactly in
Okay.
range.
Okay, so yeah, Delgar, seeing the puddle that Spy D is currently sitting in, just charges over to Spy E and is gonna take a big ol' swing at it with his axe.
Okay.
Okay, that's gonna miss because that's a 7.
All right. Well, you somehow slip in like a muddy puddle, and just like your axe just swings just shy of his face.
Well, that sucks. There's nothing really else I can do in this turn then, so I guess that's it.
All right, Malia, you're up.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna call over to Nick to tie up that one that's whimpering on the ground like a sad little child.
I was gonna have him do that if you want me to spare you the turn.
Well, it's a free action to call
Yeah.
out something. And then I'm
Fair
gonna
enough.
aim my bow at Spy E, because I love that sweet, sweet sneak attack. And 8's not gonna hit, though.
It does not hit. All right, and it's Liliath's turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk over. It's 30 feet. I'm gonna go over to the down spy. I think everyone's got it. I'm going to. What do I have to wrap him up with? You know what? I don't actually have anything. I'm just gonna stand by and help Nick whenever he comes to wrap. That is my action. I'm gonna hold the action to cast or use the help action.
Nick.
And then
Okay. So
Nick.
yeah, Nick will run over and try to. Well, I don't think I have rope.
Did neither of you pick up in an explorer's pack?
Well, then just help me keep him down, I guess.
Oh. I have thieves' tools, but that's it.
Just help me.
Yeah,
keep him
I'll
from
just
going
hold him
anywhere.
down. Yeah. Just can I
Point your
use like
crossbow at him.
grapple or something? Yeah. He's already crying anyways. I'll just aim the crossbow at him and hold the spot. And actually, while I'm doing that, since I do have 2-weapon fighting, I can just shoot an arrow over at E if that's fine.
Sure.
You might hit me.
If he rolls a 1, it'll hit you.
Well, no.
So
It's not a 1 at least.
An arrow
So-
whistles by over your shoulder, Delgar, and it misses Spy E. It almost hits Spy E, but it just misses him.
Me and Nick are gonna have a talk about his accuracy later.
Come on, man.
Poor Nick.
Okay.
Poor Nick.
Spy E is going to attempt to. So Spy E and Spy E are both going to try to hit Malakar this turn. 8 misses, 9 misses. So
Jeez, they really cheaped out on the spies.
Keep trying.
okay, now it is Malakar's turn.
Well, after I'm done taunting them, sadly my shackles aren't finished yet, so I'm gonna throw the leather strips I ordered towards Liliev.
Liliath.
Liliev, I'm sorry. So you handful, like 4 of the leather strips in her direction. Can I just do that, or should I roll for
that
something?
could be your bonus action.
That's my bonus action.
You know what I mean? Do you want that to be your action? Is that all you're going to do this turn? Or are you gonna
No. If I can have that as a bonus action, I absolutely take it.
Go for it.
Gratefully. And as an action, I'm gonna hold the dead on Spy E again.
Okay.
Wisdom save 13.
You got a 9. You got a 9.
Oh, perfect. So that's 1d12 necrotic damage.
Melt him.
And that's 10 necrotic damage.
All right, and he just melts into a puddle before you and dies.
You are next. I'm looking at the spy in the forest, and I still have all my movement. Yeah, I'm gonna move right in front of him.
Sick.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. Now it is Delgar's turn.
All right, Delgar, seeing what Malakar just did to that dude, is a little disgusted, but also impressed. So he's going to follow Malakar to attack the other spy. And That is a nat 20.
All right, roll for damage. I'm pretty sure you're gonna kill this
Oh, wow.
Sick.
20 damage.
guy. And are you trying to kill
total?
this dude?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay. Well, you just show right up and you like drive your axe down, through his shoulder into his chest, and then wrench it back out, and he falls over and dies.
That's 3.
And now combat is over. And I can switch
Nice.
back over to the.
Wow, this really came down quick.
I'm going to toss a rope over to Nick and Raven and then start searching the rest of the bodies while they handle the spy that has been captive.
I'm gonna move the hex over to the spy and then switch it. Or can I switch it, or do I have to recast it?
No, you can switch it as a bonus action as long as you're still concentrating on it.
Like I know I can move it, but like, can I change the ability that I've targeted?
Hang on, I'm gonna do
Okay.
this.
Then I'll
So-
change it to charisma.
Here it is.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's smart.
So Nick's gonna grab the rope that Malia threw over, and he's going to grab the guy's hands and tie them behind his back as he just kind of lies there crying.
Okay.
I move to them and
I'm not doing very good looting these bodies.
As everybody starts to move over, and now that now that he's restrained, Nick is gonna go over to the one body and see if they've got anything on them, or at least the one that was shot dead in front of them.
You will find that there are, just regular daggers on them and regular just short crossbows that they have equipped. And then you do also find on each of the bodies, if you decide to loot each of the bodies, you'll find pendants.
Okay.
on each one of
Nick
them.
will grab a pendant, and you said they had hand crossbows?
Yes.
Okay. Nick's gonna take how many? It's 2, right?
No, yeah, so each one of them has one, and each one of them has a short blade, and then each one of them has just a small black cloak, and then they all have a medallion on them that looks like this. It's in the campaign chat.
Okay, I was like, where was it just posted?
Fancy.
A short blade? Do you mean like a short sword?
Yeah,
Because
just
that would.
a short sword. Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna take the short sword, the hand crossbow, and the pendant.
Okay.
if you
Is-
allow,
Is the
I
pendant
would-
familiar for anybody?
no, but if you allow, I would happily ask this one a few questions. Maybe he has answers we don't have.
Oh, when he's gonna talk, I'll make sure of that.
Oh yes, he will.
Oh, you boys are going to be fun to journey with. If you need any poison, just call.
We
Thank
we
you.
want him to be alive, not dead. At least not dead yet. I'm gonna glare at him while he's still peeing himself.
Yes, I'm just saying poison can make him more susceptible to telling the truth because he'll be in extreme pain. So if you need any, I'm just saying.
Oh, I
We're gonna be
think I
that
got
group.
this, but thank you. Yeah, I would like to give him some love of Leviatar and ask him a few questions.
Okay.
It sounds bad.
Yeah, he's phrasing it
Like-
that way because we agreed not to discuss anything too.
Yeah.
Who hired you?
And he just looks at you. I'm not gonna tell you anything.
I would like to give him some more love.
Okay.
Can you at least tell us your name?
I don't have a name.
Make something up.
Stevie Wonder. I don't know.
Well, if this guy's not going to tell us anything, let's just cut off his head and be done with him.
Wait.
I need you to roll like persuasion / intimidation checks, and if you want additional information.
All right. I'm doing an intimidation check. Fuck this guy.
Yes.
Okay, that's not going to work.
Do
That's
it at
a 7.
advantage. Do it at advantage, since
Okay.
he clearly doesn't want to die, but at the same time, like.
It's a 13.
What about would an insight check do anything here?
Insight check. We can verify. You can see if he's lying or not.
Okay.
Ooh,
And you
Malachar.
said, is it still at advantage for insight as well?
Yeah. Well, insight's gonna be regular rolls, but so Malachar, you after you give him love of the love of Leviatar, he's going to be willing to answer every single one of your questions to varying degrees of truthfulness.
We now know Malachar's true potential.
Thank you. Well, again, who hired you?
We were sent by one of the scribes from Stone Call.
Insight check.
Okay.
14.
As far as you can tell, he's telling you the truth.
Ask him
I
what his
get it.
parents' name and if he has any children.
No, I get it.
We're going to intimidate him. More.
Sorry, what did he say? I need to write it down.
He was hired by one of the scribes from Stone Call.
The last party has gone missing. They probably hire out poor little pawns to go to the ruins, send these spies out to follow them, and then once the poor little pawns are journeying back from the ruins, they probably are paid to attack them and kill them and take anything if they were able to get anything.
Mr. Bramble would do that to adventurers?
Of course
Mr.
he would.
Bramble's not part of the Order of Scribes.
You heard what she said. Is that true?
He's the one.
And what was the question?
You heard what Malaya. What Malaya just said. I'm asking him. Is that true?
If he was...
If the Order of Scribes are using adventurers as pawns to collect something at the ruins, and then sending these spies out to take the items from them.
I guess in a manner of speaking they are, but not all of them.
Oh.
So what exactly is your job?
We were sent to make sure whatever you found at the ruins, we were to collect it.
Oh, so you're going to kill us. Great. Now I don't feel bad about killing your friends.
Any more questions? We should ask him.
Oh, there's more questions you guys can ask. I got lots of information.
Yeah, I'm asking the group, like, what
Happened to the last adventurers? Did you kill them? Where are their bodies?
Answer her.
They were not successful at the ruins. As far as I saw, they died.
But where are their bodies?
Probably somewhere in the trees.
Ugh.
There's no crows or anything that come out here. Like, there's nothing. They just decay on their own. You might find them somewhere.
When the scribes hired you, what was the name of the guy that directly contacted you?
We were hired directly by a woman named Carwyn Yule.
Hey, Nick, write that down.
On it. He's a bit distracted, but he's gonna do that all the same. It was Carwin what?
Yule. I put it in the chat. If there's ever like,
Gotcha.
I'm gonna be if I ever give you names, I'm gonna write them down in the chat because
I'm writing them down in my notes.
yeah.
Hey,
I was actually pretty
So-
close to the spelling of this one. Yay.
So this Carwin Yule, tell me everything you know about him. Don't skimp on the details.
Her.
Sorry, whatever.
Spelling.
She's a part of this organization in Stoneclaw that's trying to take over the throne. That's about all I know. I don't know what their actual organization is called. I just know that I work for her. She paid us a lot of
Inside
money
check.
to come out here.
is
Yeah,
the
well-
symbol you're wearing part of hers or part of your employer, whatever?
So
I'm pointing to
hang
the
on.
symbol emblem he's
Alright.
wearing.
Do you want me to answer that question first, or do you want to do the insight check first?
I would like to insight check what he said earlier.
Okay. You can tell
16.
that he's hiding something. He's lying about something.
Oh, there is more to that. Speak.
The organization's called the Shadow of Garushan.
Better write that down too.
Shadow of Garushan. I just work for the Circlet.
I've never heard of this before. They must be good at what they do.
Laliath. Was it Laliath?
He's known to us as
Yes,
Raven. We only know
Lion,
her
but
as Raven.
Only your characters only know her as Raven.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's easier. You had another question for him.
Yeah,
believe.
this symbol. What is it?
That's how we know who is in our organization. Those who
Oh,
carry
good.
it have it.
Like the
There's-
spy organization?
Yes, there's different ones too. Like this is not the same as what you might find on others. So basically, like each one of the different amulets that you'll find, if you were if depending on which parts of this organization you were to go to, you'd find different styles denoting different ranks and capacities of what they're meant to do.
I would like to
Any-
take his sigil.
Any in your group had a high ranking status in your little organization?
No, but I think they're watching us though. I was told that if I was to reveal anything, it would result in my death.
Oh, you're damn right about that.
Maybe you can redeem yourself in your what seems to be inevitable death by telling us what we can do to well, maybe resolve this.
I don't know how you would resolve it. It's what they want is beyond what I would know.
Yeah, I believe that.
They
Yes.
desperately want something from inside the ruins. That's why they put the job offer out there. And then they put an additional job offer out for these spies to kill adventurers who took the job offer to get what was inside.
Those ruins contain an artifact.
Oh. What do you know of this artifact?
I just know it's old and it's powerful. That's all I know.
Hmm.
Look around
Sure.
you. You see this forest? It's coming from there.
The artifact is causing all this.
And he nods.
Okay.
That is dangerous power for a bunch of scribes to own.
Well, if you're a spy, you probably have information on other things. So, let's hear it. What else can you tell us? Might be useful.
That they're the people that are after this. They're dangerous people. I don't know who they all are specifically. I think there might be some people even in the royal family that might be a part of it. What do you want to know? I can tell you, but I'm just a cog in the wheel here.
I'm satisfied. Whatever. Delgar's gonna just like turn around and be on the lookout for anything else.
You guys got any more questions?
Sir, if I could ask you, why did you take up the job to do something like this?
Money was good.
Would you need it for?
Why does that matter?
I
I'm gonna die
was.
anyway.
You sound so sure of that.
He
But-
just told us that he was going to be killed because they're watching him if he told us any information.
But what if he fled to somewhere else?
They are mages, Nick. They're going to be able to find him no matter where he goes.
He's a dead man walking. May as well just end it for him now.
Sir, is all that true?
Yes, I'm surprised they haven't killed me yet.
Well, maybe there's time then.
So they're watching right now.
Mages.
Wouldn't surprise me if they were.
I am going to send Phelan out and just do like a 100-meter perimeter check in the sky to see if there's any figures or movement around us.
Okay. And as this happens, you notice that, the spy starts shaking uncontrollably, and his eyes begin to roll into the back of his head, and his body starts to levitate off the ground. And everyone that's touching this circle now needs to make a dexterity. Actually, Delgar, you can make a dexterity saving throw, but the other three of you need to make a wisdom saving throw. DC is going to be 18.
Ooh. Delgar got a 9.
As Nick is pulling out a health potion,
Oh no.
attempting to
Ooh.
try to heal this man so he could maybe flee. He rolls a 19, which is just enough
21.
to save him.
Alright, well, you guys aren't going to like this. But everyone that's touching the circle that didn't make the save takes 15 radiant damage. As
Delgar's
he
dead.
explodes.
Oh.
No, the dexterity checks to see if you can, jump out of the way. So go ahead and
Yeah, I
make
got a 9.
wisdom.
Okay.
Make a
So
wisdom.
Delgar.
Oh. Oh!
Oh no.
Ooh.
Delgar is Deadgar.
Yeah, I'm actually
Are
dead,
you-
yeah.
No,
Are you dead or
you-
down?
No!
50 can't be more than your max HP.
So it's not going to be. I'm going to make it so you can do the death saves, but it's not going to kill you. But you can be stabilized.
Yeah, no, immediately after this explosion goes on, and seeing Delgar
across.
go down unconscious, I'll run up to him and give him one of the health potions I purchased.
I would like
Okay.
to cast Cure Wounds on him before, so she can save that.
Alright, so what am I rolling for healing here?
So it's either 2d4 plus 2 or 1d8 plus 4.
Well, which one did she give me for potion?
Well, it's
I just
you pick. You pick between, a health potion will either heal you 2d4 plus 2 or 1d8 plus 4. The 2d4 is a higher average, but 1d4 is a higher maximum.
Wait,
We'll
so
do,
you're giving him the health potion? Because I would like
she's
to
applying
go.
She's applying
okay,
the health potion.
we'll do the health potion first, and if you still want to use cure wounds on me after, we can do that. But okay, I'll roll the 2d4 plus what was it?
2.
Okay,
And I'm gonna recast Lost Life.
so that gave me 5 plus 2, so 7.
All right, so you stabilize and you heal for 7 damage, but the force is knocked. I don't know what happened to Nick. Did you go down?
No, I got an 18. No, he's good.
Well, how much HP did you have left?
Well, but doesn't the
It
save
was
just...
gonna be half damage if you made the save.
Oh, you didn't say that.
What?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
it's an
it was an
explosion.
It was an AOE, guys. If you succeeded your save, it's...
Well, okay, are we rounding down or up?
I'm rounding down.
Okay, so he lives on 1.
Damn.
Are there any remains left of the guy?
You see that his short sword is still around, and like the metal objects that he had in his possession are still intact, but there's viscera all over that's disintegrated with the radiant damage.
In his extremely injured state, he's still going to be concerned about the guy, and he's going to try to crawl forward a little bit. And you can hear him sniffling. Yeah, you can kind of tell this is like his first time kind of seeing like such a gruesome death before his eyes.
Malachar melted a guy.
Well, he wasn't looking.
Delgar beheaded a dude.
Yeah, like
Okay, well that was before he like kind of. You know what?
Malaya
Shut up!
dude through the
Really,
head.
shut up! Shut up!
That was
It's a tough day for Nick.
that was
He has
healing.
realized he works with a bunch of insane people who like to kill people. It's a tough day.
Well,
I feel
he's
like when
that's-
Delgar is in his rage, he's not really processing what's going on around him.
oh yeah, that's true. I should
Right.
probably end my rage. Yeah. Actually, you know what? This is gonna work because Delgar just died, so he's really pissed off. He's just gonna.
I mean, your rage actually kind of ends when you go down, I think.
Yeah, when
He's
you reach
still
out
pretty.
Yeah.
He's still pretty angry.
He's just
He gets up
naturally
and he's
raging.
angry.
He's not having
Nick.
a good fucking day.
Nick, Delgar, get it together. We are hurt. We are
Yep.
dying. They maybe saw us too. We should leave. We should rest. We are
As,
in danger.
As Malachar is talking some sense into him, he's going to just swig the health potion that he was going to give to the guy and grab the guy's short sword as well. Were there any other objects of note?
Each one of them has the medallion. Each one of them has a short sword. His crossbow disintegrated with the blast, but every single other one of them has
That makes
a
sense.
crossbow.
Okay, well, that makes a lot of sense. All right, so he's going to grab the short sword and in memoriam, and kind of try to snap himself out of it, but he's still really distracted.
You have enough energy, Malachar, to sense the magic around us.
Yes.
I would advise, even though all of you are severely hurt, if you're able to focus that way, we're dealing with mages. They may be hidden by magical means.
I can't stand mages. Hate mages.
Go cut down some trees, Delgar. We'll need it for some firewood.
My
That's a good
rage is
idea. Chop,
affecting me.
chop.
I'm mostly
Chop.
alright.
Can I guide myself and roll like a perception check to see if there is something watching us hidden even deeper in the shadows than these spies. Or...
Are you talking in the immediate forest around you, or what? Or are you asking if there's someone watching you?
Yeah, I guess they are like scrying on us, so I guess it would be an Arcana check.
Okay.
I'm gonna guide myself and try to check.
Did Phelan make it away from the blast before this happened?
Yes.
Okay. So she'll be doing that check around the
And
Pet
Phelan.
rule. he had flown off before the blast happened.
Phelan, doesn't see anything within the radius.
Okay.
13 on the Arcana.
So you are able to determine that there might have been that someone might have been scrying on you through various means, but whatever that means is now gone with that explosion.
They were probably using the spy to spy on us magically.
I agree. It seems like we are not being watched anymore, but
For now.
they watched us, and I still believe we should leave.
Definitely. They could still be watching.
We're definitely going to need to find a place to settle down so you guys can all rest, hopefully out of this forest, since it's full of corruption, and discuss next steps, because going back to the city, knowing what we know, would be very dangerous unless we are prepared to face it.
Delgar like finishes chopping down a big ass tree. Just goes, "We're leaving. Good. Hate this place. I hate everything about it. I hate magic, and I even hate you guys. Let's go."
Does he mean that?
Hopefully he will calm down and reword it, Nick.
Alright. It hurt my feelings.
Okay. So at this point, which way are you guys going?
Home.
Going back to Stone Call?
Well, we should.
No,
Yes.
no, definitely not. Don't go back to
Well-
Stone's Call.
At least
That's
the
where the
temple for the
scholars are.
Exactly.
Yeah. We should consult the map and think of elsewhere to go. I agree with that. But first, we have to do a long rest. Because Delgar's gonna die again.
Yeah.
Why
So-
don't we find that road that we came upon?
You want to sleep on a road?
No,
going back
but
the way
I'm-
you came.
No.
So if you look on the world map,
Mhm.
hang on, let me get over to the thing.
Nick pulls out the map.
So, on the way back from the ancient ruins, the closest place to you is Stone Call.
Well,
The next closest place is going to be Corrin, and then it's going to be Rashali, and then Lockhorn. So, the closest spot is going to be Stone Call, which is 2 days away, 2 days journey. Corrin is going to be going through a unchecked area of land where it's about 4 days journey that you currently do not have the rations for.
We're gonna need to hunt if we're planning on going anywhere farther than Stone Coal. But we also need to rest. We're all hurting.
I don't mind sleeping on the street as long as it's not in this forest.
let's take the fastest route to get out of the forest.
Yeah.
And then we can get our health back and then decide where we're going after that.
And
If
to hunt,
possible,
we need to be
let's
out
leave
of
the
this forest.
Yeah.
Seems everyone's in agreement then. Let's get out of the forest then.
Should we at least attempt to look for the bodies first?
I don't think we'll find anything on them. They died before they could ever get anything.
Well, we don't know if they're still alive or not. Do we?
The spy was pretty convinced that they're dead.
What if we happen upon something else once it's dead? We're not prepared for it.
Suppose you're right.
Can always come back.
Yes.
Right. I say we leave now. We need to leave the forest.
Yes. Definitely.
We're leaving the forest.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, I'll guide our way out.
So it's going to be a day's journey directly east. You guys aren't going to be encountering anything. Like the encounter.
Yeah.
You guys just had the encounter. So, so you get onto the you as you're traveling out, you see the road that's completely unmarked on the map, cutting through the forest, and it's leading directly out of the forest. You can tell that. So as you're walking through, these gnarled trees are becoming far less frequent, and as you walk down this particular pathway, you see that the atmosphere in front of you changes from a bluish hue to the more yellowish hue that you are used to.
So we're now out of the forest.
All right, and then as you exit the forest, it's almost like a weight has been lifted off of your shoulders as all the muted nature of everything goes away.
Yeah, let's
No more -1.
So on the actual world map, that little tower down there towards the bottom, you're exiting out towards there, and you can see that tower off in the distance.
Well, let's make camp. Done with this.
Do we want to try to reach that tower and make camp there?
We don't know what's out there, and it's getting late.
Yeah.
Should probably
Maybe-
just pick a
maybe
spot
the-
here.
Tower is worse than this place here, yeah. And I mean, what's the weather like? I mean, it's not like terrible to like sleep outside.
There's like some random clouds flowing by. There's a nice gentle breeze. You can see that the moon out in the distance. It's about a half moon at the moment, and it's there's it's a still very still quiet atmosphere. You can hear some bugs chirping, but it's very peaceful.
I'm gonna just real quick cast Druidcraft for weather sensor to measure exactly how long this weather's gonna hold up within 24 hours.
Okay. It seems like it's gonna be lasting like this for a couple of days.
Okay. It's not gonna rain today.
Good weather forecast.
Perfect. I definitely trust the druid about the weather. Let's make camp.
We're making camp?
Delgar will use his survival skills to find the perfect spot.
Okay.
That's a 17.
All right. You spot this little, a good little hill. It's got this nice backdrop area. It's seems very secure. It's a good place to hide from the road that you were just coming down from, and you should be able to build a fire without being seen.
Delgar is gonna whistle, and Clink is gonna land on his shoulder. He's gonna feed him berries. Hey, buddy, missed you. I almost died, you know. And he's gonna sit down and get ready to rest with his little friend.
You guys can sleep. I will take the first watch.
Very well.
It'll be easy to awaken me if anything happens, Malakar, and I'll take the second watch because I don't need as much time.
Yeah. I remember.
It
Alright,
has its uses.
so should I roll perception for the night watch?
Nothing's gonna happen tonight, so
All right.
you guys are gonna have a good full rest with no incident.
Okay. Well, after 5-6 hours, I'm gonna wake up, Malaya to change, and then I'm gonna rest.
If you wait 5 hours, she's already up. She only needs 4.
Yeah. So long rest.
Yes, everyone gets a long rest.
Perfect.
Nice.
And as you wake up, you see that off in the distance you have the sun rising above the vast hills. Out in the distance, you see you can see that the background is very brown and not full of life, where the sun is coming up from. And before you have some like really good grasslands where you're at, but as it gets further out towards the horizon, it turns more into dirt and sand and very barren.
So, after our very needed rest, what's our move?
First, like, what's something for everyone? So, how's our defenses looking? And this is the time where everybody shares to me their AC, so I can choose somebody to use enhanced defense on, which is +1 to AC.
Mine is a 15.
15, okay.
Well, all I'm wearing is this leather. Is it leather? No, wait. Yes, just leather.
Okay, what's your AC number?
That'll be 13.
Oh yeah, she'll probably be
Right.
the one to.
Well, I mean, you do keep your distance and everything, but it'd probably be.
But I also
Mark,
have a
give me
negative to my
something.
con.
Yeah. Okay.
But I also have false life at will, which gives me 12 additional temporary hit points.
That's true. Okay. What's everybody else's AC?
Leviathan protects me. I have an AC of 18, and I'm pretty healthy.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Give it to Delgar. He's our frontliner.
Yeah, that's what I was leaning towards. Okay. He's gonna use he's gonna use an enhanced defense on the. Wait, I have to use that on armor or shield. Does he have either?
No, he wears clothes and does not wield a shield.
Well, I guess just give it to me because I am wearing armor.
Yeah.
You don't have any shoulder guards or anything?
Nothing
By
else.
guide. Who are you talking to?
Yeah, no, for Delgar.
No, Delgar is just wearing clothes.
Unarmored defense.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
It's more beneficial for me not to wear armor.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so who am I giving it to?
I'll gladly take it.
Yeah, give it
Okay,
to.
Because
Raven.
even though I stay back from the fight, I can still get hit by, ranged attacks.
Yeah. So you said you had leather, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you now have +1 AC.
Awesome.
And oof. Okay. So I'm debating between repeating shot or homunculus servant right now. I'll just stick with repeating shot for now. And there we go. All right. He's done that. All right. All right. I made my preparations. Where to next?
Well, we could go back to Stonecall and talk to Bramblefoot. He can probably be trusted. At least a little bit.
Do you really think that?
It's the scribes, not the adventurers.
Well,
Just won't tell him everything.
Nick, based off of your history, you would agree that Bramblefoot's trustworthy.
He's been nice to me, which is more than I can say about most of the people in Stonecall. Yeah, I think we can trust him, at least for now.
Not saying we stay there permanently. Go in, get the information we need, bomb out.
Right.
And
Yeah.
supplies, since lots of other supplies would need to be purchased.
Agreed.
Yeah, also the smith owes me some shekels.
Alright.
So, back to Stonecall then.
Yup. Seems like it.
Who's going to hold on to the stone?
Probably be the one with the best defense, and I guess Malachar would
probably-
be the one.
Alright.
What? Speak up, Nick.
Never mind.
Fair enough. Creepy guy gets it.
I nod and take it.
Alright.
All
Does
right.
anybody need to do anything else, or we good to go?
Seems we're good.
Alright.
We head back to Stonecall.
Alright, and as you guys begin to walk in the direction of Stonecall, skirting the edge of the forest itself, you pass by the tower, the giant sentry tower on your way there, and you see that there are members of the Blue Guard, monitoring the traffic that flows through there. It's almost as if they're watching for an invasion, and they kind of give you a strange look as you walk by, but they don't take any action, as you don't seem to be a threat in any way, shape, or form, as you just appear to be a party of adventurers. But they kind of just look at you and they nod, and as you walk by, and as you progress further up along the tree line here, you pass various different farms, and you'll see various different estates, and the grass is long and expansive, and it appears to be very fertile farmland that you're walking through here. And after another day's journey, and you arrive at the gates of Stonecall as the sun is passing down behind the mountains.
Okay, so we head toward the gate, I guess.
Okay. And which entrance are you guys going into? Are you going in through the south entrance, or which entrance are you trying to go into?
I suppose the one we came from would
Okay.
be best.
So as you approach that gate, the guard kind of looks at you, the party, and it's like, "Oh, we were taking bets to see if you wouldn't show up. We weren't sure if you were gonna make it."
Yeah, just open the gate.
Very well. And he opens his gate and he says, "Hey,
Hold on,
lady,
wait.
you owe me 40 gold."
Wait. I want to do something real quick. Before they do open the gate, and after Delgar says that, Nick is going to just open his mouth and mimic a line that he said before. Yeah, we've heard that one before. Let us through.
What did you just say?
I just echoing the sentiment.
You
Do
know,
it in
my
your own
friend,
voice next time.
you should give us a cut.
Right.
I mean, it was us that made us that money.
It's a
We're gonna
fair
give you that
point.
money.
It wasn't your deal, though.
But I also promise you there is more money to be made with us. And having us as friends, as you see, can be very beneficial.
Well, I'm sure it could be, but like the lady said, it's not your bet. It's not your agreement. Be on your way. as the gate opens up.
Delgar has not stopped moving. He's just kept walking.
As you wish.
All right, and as you enter into the city, you can see that there is less hustle and bustle as the nighttime is starting to creep on, into the city. And let's see, did I give you guys a map of Stonecall?
So
I think so.
yeah, there's one in the Discord.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys are entering in through the south entrance there.
where it's not in the maps and images.
Yeah, it's under just like the campaign chat.
So, and you can choose to either go right or left. You can either go through the residential quarter or through the military quarter.
Residential, I guess.
Okay.
Stay away from the military.
And then
Is
as
everyone cool with that?
Yeah, sure.
all right, and as you pass through the residential quarter, you see that there's various. And this isn't illustrated on the map itself. Like I just, you know. But as you walk through, you see that there are a couple of different parks, and you see some brickstone areas, and you see that there's actually a really neat looking court, looking somewhere in the middle with magically reinforced barrels that you see someone kicking a ball against, just practicing something. You're not, I don't know. He's practicing something, but he's kicking a ball against the barrel at the moment as you walk by. Don't know if you guys
Anybody?
I don't know if you guys want to interact with it or not, but if not, as you guys walk by, you progress further. Hang on, this music is not. I don't like this music for this.
But it's so
little
epic.
It is
yeah.
epic, but it's like it doesn't fit.
Clearly, this young child will grow up to be an amazing barrel ball player one day. That's why
Absolutely.
the epic music is playing, right?
And well, his dream of joining the Stone Call Crabs will one day come to fruition.
Bright-looking young man right there.
So as you progress forward, you cross a bridge that leads over this river that seems to cut through Stone Call. And hang on, I gotta double check here. Do one of these to self. And you notice that there is someone hanging off on the side in a dark cloak watching you. He's not taking any action, but he's kind of, watching your party as you progress through the city.
Creepy guy.
Is he
Well, you
following
wanna
us or
steer
just watching
clear.
from where he's sitting?
As far as you can tell, it might be that he's watching you, but this is your first time noticing someone like this.
I mean,
Can I
is
insight
he
check?
following us? So that's what I'm saying.
Okay, I mean, as you progress, he begins to follow you. Yes.
Okay.
How close is he?
80 feet. Within line of sight.
Maybe we should talk to this fellow.
Or maybe we should ignore him and pretend we don't know we're being followed.
Yeah,
I
let's
think
keep
that
our
would
business
only-
quick and brief.
It would only cause trouble, I think. You never really talk to people like that around here.
All right.
It'd do us good to ignore them and keep moving.
Where are we heading?
To the Adventurers Guild.
Talk with
I'm
Bramblefoot.
gonna meet you up there, and then I'm gonna take an alley
You're gonna separate from the party?
briefly.
Okay. Are you trying to be sneaky about it?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Do a stealth check.
Natty 20.
All right, and you're
Nice.
able to successfully
Lord.
split off from the party without the other person noticing.
And then while I've broken line of sight, I'm going to disguise self.
Okay.
and just make myself change my hair color to like white, and just my skin gets all wrinkly and whatnot. I look old, elderly. Change my height a little bit, like an inch higher, taller, but also I start moving all slower and more, like I'm old. And I'm gonna wait for the shadowy figure to pass and then follow from behind him.
Did you inform us about this, or are you just like doing
Nope.
this?
I
You're doing her
said
own
I'm gonna
thing.
meet. I literally just said I'm gonna meet you up at the guild.
All right. That's what I. Okay, yeah.
You're
But
doing
you
her
said
thing.
but you said you're gonna leave us. It's not like I'm wondering where is Raven.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Okay. So as he continues to, as the shadowy figure follows the party, you're able to get behind him and sneak follow behind him.
Not really sneaking with him behind him because I'm disguised, but I am now just trailing behind.
Okay. And as the party continues on, they arrive at the Adventurers Guild and they enter the building, and you see that the shadowy figure kind of just goes off to the side and enters into a back alley.
I'm going to continue walking and leave Phelan behind to watch him from the rooftops.
Okay. And Phelan witnesses the shadowy figure step through what seems to have maybe be a portal, but disappears.
Okay, and then I'll rejoin the party after all that.
Okay.
And I'll have dropped the disguise self.
All right, and as you walk in the door, the receptionist is there, looking a little tired, as if they'd been there for quite a long day. But they are very happy to actually see you. They weren't sure if you were coming back or not, and they, it's Tessa that's sitting there at the desk. She's like, "Oh, Adventurers, you're back. Do you want me to go get Guildmaster Bramblefoot for you?"
Yes, now please.
Okay.
We'd like to meet him, maybe in his office, if possible.
Sure. Go ahead and follow me. I don't think he'll mind. He's not meeting with anyone at the moment. So, and she leads you up the steps towards his office. I'm assuming Liliath is there as well at this point.
Yes.
And as she knocks on the door and says, come in. And she turns it open, opens the door and says, Guildmaster Bramblefoot, the adventurers have returned from the ruins. It's like, that makes me very happy to hear. Adventurers, come on in. And,
Greetings.
and as
Delgar's gonna look at Malachar and say, "Do that thing you do to make sure no one's listening."
That thing I do? You mean perception?
The thing you did last time we were here. Just do it. I don't. He's gonna cross his arms and grumble.
I mean, sure, I'm gonna check if there is like.
I'll be right back. I have a pot going right now.
Okay.
Sure, I'm gonna check if there is like something spying on us here. Perception.
okay.
I'm gonna guide myself. Well, perfect. That's a 9.
And as far as you're able to tell, there's when you walked in, there was nobody hanging out in the guild. It just seems to be getting later, and I think you might think that everyone's out on a mission at this point, but from what you understand, there's nobody listening in on your conversation.
I guess
Right.
we are clear. Delgar.
Nick, you want to bring your boss up to speed?
Well, we hadn't really discussed what we'd be sharing.
Oh, tell me, adventurers, what happened? I would like to know.
Well, they know about the core, right? So we could share that. We were attacked by giant constructs. We barely won, but we did, and we ripped the core out of it. It's got a lot of runes on it, and I think we can maybe use it to cross the barrier.
Be right back.
Should we just take a break? Because since Liliath and Malakar are both BRB.
Yeah, sure. That sounds good.
Let's take a 5-minute break. We'll come back at 5 after.
All right.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I need to get some water anyway. So.
All right. What we thinking of like actually sharing? I know about the cores would be fine because they already know about that.
I think it's fine to talk about the whole thing because they were watching the whole time. They saw the spies, they killed the spy, they know about the core. There's nothing they don't know at this point.
Okay.
And
yeah,
Bramblefoot can be trusted. I mean, the DM has told us that much at least. I'll be right back though.
All right. Man. Can't wait for level 3.
All right, I'm back.
I've been here.
Same.
They're doing their thing.
Yeah, I think like speaking to Bramblefoot is fine.
Yeah.
We just have to be careful about like who we interact with going forward.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like so like creepy guy that Liliath followed, that kind of thing is great to know. It's actually great information. But yeah, we I think Bramblefoot's solid. He's probably just as out of the loop as like we are. So
he's really trying to put an emphasis on how nice he is.
yeah, no.
So I'm assuming we can trust him.
Well, we should ask him before we tell him about the spies. We should ask him who exactly placed the contract, what he knows about them, that kind of thing, and But yeah, I think it's fine to tell them about the spies because the people already know about that.
We already know that information. The contract was given by the order of the scribes.
Oh, it was okay.
Okay, so that just kind of confirms that they said it's up.
Yeah, so Bramblefoot's
Did they?
out of the loop as much as we are.
Huh?
Did they?
Who asked that?
Yeah.
Oh, we were just talking out of character. 'cause
I know.
everybody's
I'm just saying, as a
yeah.
dungeon, like I'm like those the dungeon master saying, did they?
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing if people are saying yeah.
Man, he comes back with water and a sandwich. I didn't get a sandwich. I should have got a damn sandwich.
I made myself a peanut
got
butter
my-
and jelly.
Oh, those are my favorite.
Yeah, that hits. I should.
Does.
I can just. I'm not on camera. I could just go get my fucking rice and beans.
Oh, jeez.
What?
Beans.
Beans. I need to get the damn saran wrap. This rice gets dry too quick.
What you can do with dry rice, you can actually make it into rice pudding.
See, I looked up a recipe for rice pudding not like 2 days ago because I love rice pudding. My extremely old great Italian grandmother used to make it all the time and it ruled. Like I want to be able to taste it again.
Just throw some coconut water or coconut milk.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you could do is you could just like saute it with a little bit of butter and then add in whatever liquid you're using.
I saw someone use regular milk and then condensed milk, which sounded really good.
Yeah. So, the way I've done it in the past was with coconut milk and a bit of saffron and cinnamon.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
man.
right, cat, get away from my laptop. Go over there.
Okay.
That kitty.
We're good.
Let's get back to it. Nick was saying to Guildmaster Bramblefoot that you guys were attacked by constructs and they survived.
Mm-hmm.
So, Guildmaster Bramblefoot's like, oh, that sounds like it was a scary ordeal. But it doesn't, I'm not happy. I'm very sad to hear that you went through so much, but I'm happy to see that you survived.
Insight check.
Thank you. I was hoping that you were back for that.
All right, go for it.
Fuck. 10.
He seems very genuine about being happy that you're here.
Insight check. That's a 10.
He seems very happy about the fact that you're here.
One second. So Nick has known this man for a long while. So would it be any easier for him to be able to tell?
Go for it. Look, if you want to do an insight check, do it at advantage. You've been with him for a while.
That's a 10 plus 2, which is 12. But what's... Okay, 6. All right, so highest is 12.
Okay, he seems very happy about the fact that you're here.
Oh my god.
Malia, Liliath, you want to do insights?
I have no bonus to my insight.
Neither do I. Just roll it. It's free.
Oh.
He seems very happy about the fact that you're here.
Okay, I think with a 16, the fact that he's very happy that we're here.
Okay.
Okay, so we knew from the start.
What else do you know about this contract, Bramblefoot?
I just know it was sent by an Assyrian Haleth. He's one of the high scribes.
Well, you might want to rethink about taking more of their contracts.
I don't see why it would matter, because they're one of the major parts of our government.
Yeah.
Oh, you should go
Well,
about that part.
After we left the ruins, we were attacked by 5 spies. Killed 4, took the other one, questioned him. Told us that they were sent by the scribes. Then he blew up.
He nearly killed me and Delgar.
That sounds horrible. That sounds horrific.
Yeah.
That makes me very sad to hear that. Makes me very angry to hear that.
Sounds like we could use some danger pay on that.
I could certainly add on some danger pay.
Delgar just like winks at Malachar.
Well, I mean, I suppose like the one that commissioned the quest does want to speak with you. Although I imagine he doesn't want to speak with you at this exact moment. It's kind of getting late, but you know.
Set up a meeting to speak with him in this office. Make sure the guild's locked down.
I could see if he's willing to do that. I'm sure it should be fine, but you know, I don't think that should be a problem. Do you have lodging for the night?
No.
Well, you can always go across the street over there to Geld's Tavern. Geld is a
We'll go
wonderful
to a
man.
different tavern. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess your lodging is up to you, I suppose.
We will
Does
make
anyone-
sure to check it out.
Does anyone
I
have
will-
any other input?
I would like to make him think that we go there, but like search for another tavern, but I'm not a local.
While Nick was a bit apprehensive before, kind of almost assuming the worst from Bramblefoot, he's gonna look up at him. Please be safe tonight, Mr. Bramblefoot, sir. We don't know where these people are or where they operate. You've been kind to me for a long time, and I don't really want to see you get hurt.
I completely understand. I guess here's your reward quest. Is the quest for your the reward for your quest that you went on. I will see to it that I will see if Sarian is willing to show up tomorrow.
Pay attention to your cat.
Hang on.
How much does
he wants to go out. He's very upset about not being able to go out.
How much does he give us?
He
Let
gives
my
you-
man free. He ain't do nothing wrong.
With the hazard pay, he gives you a grand total of 250 gold.
Oh boy.
Ooh, juicy.
Split 5 ways, that's 50 apiece.
Fuck.
I have the feeling our friend here is not going to survive the night.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
Oh, he's a total goner.
So, I'm assuming, are you guys leaving at this point, or?
I'm good. Does anyone else want to ask Bramblefoot anything?
No. How late is it? Can I still visit the blacksmith?
You can reasonably assume that the blacksmith might be closed at this point.
I have one more question.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know the name Carwin Yale?
Carwin Yule. I believe that's one of the high scribes. Why is it? Why do you ask?
This is a colleague of Asarian.
What I mean, there's lots of high scribes. There's, you know, good handful of them at the very least in the order of scholars. But I don't necessarily know anything much else about her.
If it was that easy to find out her name, they do quite a shoddy job.
Well, she's a public figure, you know. As are
Right.
all the high scribes.
And we were able to find out her name just from, well, you know, a low-end sort of spy. So they're quite shoddy at what they do.
I'm not sure what you're getting at here, but I don't necessarily want to be involved in accusing a public figure of what seems to amount to treason.
We don't know what they're
Right,
after.
we're not gonna make you do that.
We don't have enough information to really make a judgment call here.
That's also not what we are saying. We're just saying that you know.
But it
could.
seems to me that either Carwin and Asarian are at odds, or there's something more nefarious going on.
What's Malia doing?
She's just been standing in the corner this whole time, sort of biting her tongue of how liberal this entire party has been with all the information that they've been doing.
I agree, but what can we do? Like,
Yeah, so Delgar's gonna look at Bramblefoot and say, set up the meeting. You know where to find us.
But
Make sure
I
the
don't know
guild
where
is
to
locked
find you.
down.
If you're not going to
Fuck.
the Guild's
It's
Tavern, I don't
true,
know
we
where you're
never-
going.
I forgot that I had said that.
You know, if
If you go over to Guild's Tavern, I promise he's a very trustworthy man. He will take very good care of you.
Fine, we'll go see Guild.
like
Set
you
up the
said.
meeting.
Absolutely, I will call for you as soon as I hear back.
Okay. Are we good,
I
guys?
would like to insight check that he's a trustworthy guy. I see, like, setting up a trap here.
Okay.
17.
All right. He has. It seems that he is absolutely telling you the truth.
I suppose I can do this. And I'm gonna
Yeah.
reach up to my hair and pluck a feather from it and hand it to the guildmaster.
And what is this, miss?
A method of communication. It goes one way.
And which way is
Me
that?
to you.
Okay. So, are you going to be sending me information later, or?
If you're in trouble, destroy it.
Okay. I suppose I will. It seems like an odd way of doing this, but sure. Are you worried for my safety?
To be
Perhaps.
frank, yes, sir.
I don't think
Nalia
there's
rolls her eyes again.
I don't
Tom.
I don't think there's anything to fear when it comes to me. So I have been threatened many times before, and I've gotten through it.
All right,
I've got all the
Bramblebelly.
faith
See
in
you
the
later.
world. I've got all the faith in the world. You'll be fine, sir. Have a
Of
good
course.
night.
All right. And
Best
you
of
too,
luck
Dolgar.
to you, sir.
Yes.
Oh, that was like a goodbye,
Okay.
sir.
Well, have a safe night, and please send Geld my regards. He is a treasured friend of mine. And as you walk out of the office, assuming there's nothing else, as you walk out of the office, you go down the stairs. You do see that across and exit the building. You do see across the way is there's a tavern. And it's got a sign that just says in big letters Geld's Tavern. It's bustling, and there's people, being libacious and drinking and having a great time over there.
Before we enter the tavern, I'm gonna look at Nick and say, "Hey, I owe you some gold," and I'm gonna flip a gold coin at him. Thanks for covering my food the other day.
He's gonna look down at his feet, and not really know what else to say. Thank you.
And yeah, then Delgar will head toward the tavern.
You know, just to let you know, I'm pretty sure he was honest about his
Yeah, I
offer
think
with
so
the
too.
tavern, but I'm afraid we might have killed this poor fool.
Possibly, but who knows?
I hope not. One of the few good people in this city.
Well, we're right across the way, and Raven gave him that feather. Should be able to look out for him if he doesn't die immediately.
Oh. Alright, it's best not to think about it too hard for now, Nick. Let's just keep moving.
Yeah,
Not-
we'll go.
And as you guys approach the tavern and getting closer to it, you hear there's a lot of partying going on as people drinking and cheering and shouting and making merry, and you smell this delicious, like meaty smell wafting out of this tavern, and you smell just like an air of alcohol and meat protruding out of it. And as you enter into the building, it's very, very brightly lit. There's people, there's someone over in the corner playing music. You got people dancing and making cheers and drinking and being very boisterous. And you see the bartender behind the counter. He's just a medium, like stocky kind of guy, like short brown hair and everything. And he's just wandering around with drinks. He's like, good to see have you here. Find a seat and I'll be with you shortly. And I'll probably send Calvin your way. And he rushes off with various drinks. And
Do you see an open table?
there is an open table off in the corner to the right side of the building, and you see that on that side you see stairs going up towards what you might surmise is the inn part of the tavern.
would
Delgar's
like
gonna
to
go
have
take
my-
a seat at the table.
I would like to have a seat with my back on the wall, if that's possible.
Okay. And there's plenty of space for at least 6 people at this table.
We'll stick with everyone else.
Okay. And Liliath and Malia, are you both going to be...
Yeah, I'm sorry, I went AFK again.
Yeah, I'll sit with him.
Okay. I'll just assume that Liliath went over and sat with him as well. So and as you sit down, the smell just seems to be becoming more and more intoxicating as you're sitting, and eventually you see this kind of shortish boy with red hair, and he's got freckles and blue eyes, and walks up and says, can I get you something to drink, or can I get you something to eat?
Wait, so who is this guy?
His name is Calvin. This is who you can reasonably assume is being Geld said he would send Calvin over to help you out.
Delgar is gonna order a round of drinks and food for the whole table.
This is excellent, sir. That will be 1 gold.
Something
tosses.
non-alcoholic for me.
Yeah, water, please.
Delgar
Is,
tosses him a gold and doesn't want change back.
Is Calvin, like, is he just a regular guy? Is he human?
He's a regular human. It looks like a 16, 17-year-old kid.
How well off does he look? Does he look scruffy?
He looks like he might have come from like a bit of a rougher background, but he looks like he's just a bar hand training under Geld.
Nick is gonna slip 3 extra silver into the payment, and he's just gonna kind of silently motion that it's his.
He's like, yes, thank you. And he kind of rushes off and, secures the gold, and then he rushes off behind into this back area where you can reasonably assume it's a kitchen. And after a couple of minutes, he comes back out with these bowls full of beef stew and lays them out across the table. And then he goes and he gets some glasses of water, and he goes and acquires some regular ale, and then he goes and he brings out this other cup with this brownish liquid in it. It says, "This is root ale for the lady." And she puts it in front of you, and he puts it in front of Liliath.
She nods and thinks, but doesn't say anything.
And he is there anything else that I can help you with?
We're gonna need a room for the night. Where do we go for that after we're done eating?
I will go tell Master Geld, and he will help you with that.
Thanks.
And he rushes off to go continue his duties. And as you're eating, these potatoes are the potatoes in this stew are perfectly cooked. They melt, and the meat is just absolutely succulent. It's delicious. This beef stew is just some of the best food you've had in days.
Before we start eating, I would like to do a little prayer, guide myself, and check my water and food for poison. I mean, you already said we're gonna eat fine.
There's no poison in it.
Okay, paranoid like I am, I have to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, Delgar's just gonna dive into the beef stew haphazardly, just hoeing it into him, drinking ale and intermittently. Just happy to have a warm meal again and some alcohol in his belly.
Nick will do nearly the exact same thing, but he's going to be weirdly calculated with his meal, and there won't be a single piece of anything left. Not even a smear of soup. Everything is gone from his plate.
Malia uses druidcraft to add some berries to her stew, and then she'll place some of the bigger chunks of meat into Nick's bowl for him.
He would thank her, but he's currently chowing down. You can feel the appreciation in the air, though. It's palpable.
Liliath is eating with Phelan out of the same bowl.
Right. And then as you're eating, you see Geld come up and says, "All right, how was the food, everyone? Is it to your liking?"
Yeah. Great, thanks.
Greatest meal I've had in a while.
I'm happy to hear that. Calvin worked very hard on this stew. He did tell me that you are looking for a room for the night.
We might need more than one, but yeah, we need lodging.
Okay, I do have 4 rooms available. I think some of them have 2 beds, if you are willing to share some space. But otherwise, it is there are 4 rooms available.
I'm willing to bunk up. I don't care.
Okay,
Nothing I'm not used to.
All right, and
Delgar and Nick will share a room, I guess.
yeah, and it's gonna be two silver for the night per person.
Okay. So what do we get back?
So each person would get back 8 silver, unless someone wants to pay the
I just give
1
him
gold.
1 gold. I just give him 1 gold.
Yeah, I flick
No
a gold
change.
too. Yeah.
This is wonderful. All the rooms are going to be on your left side.
Appreciate it.
And it says, and if there's anything else I can get for you before I close down, I do have some fresh bread available if you want any bread.
I'll take some.
Yes.
Delgar laughs. Of course you do.
And then, would
What's
you like
that
any?
supposed to mean?
Birds like bread.
It's all we can afford.
Oh man.
And as he goes back, he goes and he grabs a whole loaf of bread, and Nick, you recognize that the loaf is from Dango Baked Goods, and he brings out a tray of what looks like garlic butter.
He's absolutely ecstatic about that. He'll take both and up to the room.
Yeah, Delgar will go too, and he'll say to the party, "See you in the morning." Go
So
off.
how many rooms did we get now?
4
We got
rooms.
4.
Oh,
So
okay.
me and Nick are bunked up. The 3 of you get your own room.
I really didn't need a room or a bed, but I'll use it.
All right. And as the night progresses on, you can hear that the sound underneath the rooms seems to die down as night carries into the later evening, and nothing of consequence seems to happen throughout the night, and you guys get a long
Can I
rest.
do something here?
Sure.
Okay. So, in the dead of night, Nick is going to attempt to sneak out of the room.
Delgar is going to roll a perception check on that?
That's if Delgar
Possibly.
is trying to, I don't know,
Is Delgar awake? Because otherwise it's passive.
Yeah, I was
Delgar's
imagining he'd try to do it while he was asleep.
Delgar's a light
It's minus
sleeper.
5. It's -5 when you're asleep, though.
Fair.
It uses
Okay.
your passive when you're asleep.
You can
But
still
no-
do it if you want.
yeah.
Now
and-
it
yeah.
would be up.
Just tell me what to roll.
Well, he's going to be doing stealth. What would he do, DM?
It would just be a stealth check.
I just roll for stealth, okay?
Oh no, for Delgar,
Oh.
it's just gonna be against passive perception.
Okay, well, he's not the most perceptive guy, I'm imagining, but that may not matter with what
Well, he's
Nick rolled.
+0 perception.
Or no, it's the passive perception.
Yeah, but he's at a -5 penalty because he's sleeping.
Yeah, that would be a
Oh,
5
yeah.
passive perception then with a +0.
So I mean, but you did meet it, so
Okay.
you are able to sneak out of the room with no problems.
All right. So Nick sneaks out of the room, and he's going to just kind of hurriedly run out of the tavern, and then he's going to disappear into the alleyways of the city, and then run back home. And he is going to meet up with a bunch of other people he knows, and that is the extent of what I can share. So he leaves in the middle of the night, and he returns not like an hour to 2 hours later with his wallet a little emptier. So during that, he's going to lose, let's say, 20 gold pieces.
Damn.
Oh, he's
That's an
feeding his
expensive trip.
family. Yeah, he's giving money to his starving children.
See, I thought he was a gambling addict.
No,
No.
he took the bread and the money, and he's feeding some starving children, while the rest of us are like, "Yeah, let's just tie up this
You-
guy and poison him."
You have a much better outlook on humanity than I do.
So yeah, you're already guessing what's happening here. So Nick had left in the middle of the night, and he had given 20 gold and a bit of food to people he knows, and he returned without anybody knowing.
No, when he
And-
returns, Malia's standing in the hallway, and she sees him as he's walking right now. I don't need 8 hours sleep.
Hello, miss. He's gonna do a weak little wave towards her.
He'll sort of kneel down. Especially the situation we're in. And I was going to mention this to Raven too when I had the chance. It would be best to tell other people that you're going out by yourself. So if you don't return, we know You took the risk by choice.
Noted, but with all due respect, ma'am, I know these streets like the back of my own feathers. I know how to avoid the danger. But next time, I'll tell yous, just so you could know, I guess.
We can't really be a party if we don't trust each other, Nick.
I'm sorry. I just needed to see some people, is all.
And that's all you had to tell me before you left. But when I woke from my trance and I was checking on the others and I saw your bed empty, I was all worried because I didn't know. Especially when we have mages hunting us.
You make a good point. I'll be sure to tell yous next time. I'm sorry.
Quite alright. Get the rest of your rest while you can.
Will do. He's gonna hurry back into the room.
And she'll go back to watching. She was just standing out in the hallway watching the doors to make sure nobody was, like, trying to kill the rest of her party.
That conversation gave me flashbacks to when I was a teenager.
You
Coming
came
home
back,
at night,
Yeah.
my mom like sitting in a friggin' chair in the living room.
which makes
Yeah,
sense
that gave
because
mom
Valia's,
energy.
yeah, Valia's probably like tons of years older than him. So probably.
Well, every
Sorry,
party needs a
Mom.
mother.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Yeah.
During my waking hours, I would have been just giving check-ins to Bramblefoot through telepathy.
Okay.
Just to make sure the communication line is still open, because I won't actually know if he destroys it. Unless it can't telepathically communicate.
Alright. Are you trying to say anything to him?
It would just be, this is Raven checking in. And that's it. Every single time.
In the middle of his night while he's sleeping? Oh my god, that's creepy.
No, she said when she woke up.
Okay.
During her waking hours.
Yeah.
Alright. And as far as you're able to tell, the feather is still active.
Alright.
I guess I'm the last one to wake up because I'm a weak human.
And
I'm just gonna spend the morning with whipping myself and praying, whipping and praying.
Stop it, man.
Valia outside the hallway hears that from his room and is like, that's what he does every morning. Keeps on controlling.
Delgar is disgusted.
I'm a penitent.
Nick is
basically,
very confused. Oh, Mr. Delgard, what's he doing?
It's a weird thing that some people do. They beat themselves for, gratification.
What kind of gratification would you get from...
Yeah, it's probably just best if you don't look into it any further than that.
I'll take your word for it.
Good boy.
And as you all get up and you go down and meet up in the tavern area, you see that Geld is busy at work cooking up some breakfast, and he's made some hotcakes with mystery meat sausages. And he asks, "Adventurers, would you like some breakfast?"
Yeah, hit me up with some breakfast.
Sure.
We can always eat.
Okay, and he makes up these hotcakes, and he takes this sausage and puts it on top of the pancake, and he lays on a bunch of this whitish gravy over the top, and he hands it out to everyone that's eating.
Is this one of those complimentary breakfasts, or we gotta pay for this too?
Oh, no, it's covered with the meat, with the cost of the room. Don't worry.
Oh, in that case, I'll have one myself.
Gonna smell
Breaking
on
out
it.
the good gravy.
Chicken
This
I think
gravy is
everyone
good.
should try.
And it's this nice, wonderful, delicious. It's the gravy from Biscuits and Gravy, except it's on pancakes.
Do we get like a well-fed buff?
Malia stares,
For the next 2 hours, you get a +1 to your Constitution saves.
Nice.
Nice.
Minus
Nice.
2 on
That's,
deck.
that's not bad at all. That's something to scoff at.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
not for Malia. Malia stares at her sausage covered, gravy covered plate for a second, scrapes the meat onto Nick's plate and the gravy, and then tries to eat her pancakes with some berries from her druid craft.
Thank you, ma'am.
You know, if you're a vegetarian, you can just ask for no meat.
Not in Stonekill, dear.
What is a vegetarian?
Wait, you don't eat meat?
You don't?
Not often.
How do you
I thought
survive?
you were just
in the,
being nice.
in the wo- You can't survive in the woods without meat.
Plenty of berries, plenty of mushrooms, plenty of herbs.
Most
We'll
things are
have,
good.
we'll have to agree to disagree on that.
Well, start sharing any meat I receive with you too, Delgar, since you enjoy it so much.
Throw it my way, but to be honest, I think Nick needs it more than I do.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're still a growing boy.
I'm 19.
It's definitely.
He's the tallest bird I have ever seen.
He's actually quite short for his
Wait,
race.
how tall is
That
that?
sounded quite racist there, Malakar.
How tall
Um,
is it?
So Nick is 4 foot tall,
Hmm.
which is shorter, and also he looks a little stunted.
Yeah, look at him. He
Racist.
clearly needs protein. He's got to grow.
How was that racist? I'm just saying he's the tallest I have seen so far.
There's
Is
not a
he
lot
the
of us.
only one you've seen?
We, in our order, even though we welcome many races, we don't have one like him in our ranks. I'm
No
afraid.
Genku. Right. Well, we're not super common around these parts.
But, my friend, please know that Leviathan welcomes every race. In case, you wanna.
I'll consider. He's gonna kind of fake a smile.
Come on, Nick. You don't want your own lash?
No.
Delgar's just going to laugh and finish eating.
And as you guys finish up your food, a messenger comes through the door and says, Sir Geld, I'm looking for the party of adventurers that seems to have come here last night. And he turns and looks. So I was like, oh, are you guys the adventurers? I imagine you might be.
Yeah, that'd be us.
Good to know.
Guildmaster Bramblefoot has sent me to come and bring you to him.
Very well.
Well, if we're all finished eating, let's go.
Before we go into this meeting, because it will probably be the one with Asari and Haleth, we might be advised to be a little bit more cautious.
Hey, we got +1 to Constitution saving throws. What could go wrong?
All right, and as you exit the building, you see that there's a procession going on, and you see that there's a lot of what appear to be very religious people carrying large banners that are draped with blue. You see various statues being carried on with just on various different platforms that are being carried by people of different sculptures of heroes as they pass by, and it's a somewhat of a slow moving procession, but it's occupying a lot of space and it's blocking the road from being allowing you to pass. And but it looks to be like a very celebratory kind of procession.
Well, I guess we'll wait for them to pass.
You picked a very strange moment to collect us.
And the person says, "Oh, this wasn't here when I showed up. I guess it just kind of happened. Right as I was coming over." And then to the
would Malachar be able to identify what religion it is?
Well, it appears to be in favor of Denier, because this kingdom worships Denier.
Here. How do I spell it?
Denier.
Oh, got it. Thank you.
Oh, maybe not Denier. There we go.
Just another boring scam god. Nothing interesting.
And then to your left, you hear the pounding of a hammer, just boom, 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 on one of the buildings, and then you hear someone say to himself, "Well, Vern, it's not going to take care of itself." And then you as you look over, you see this guy trying to like hop with the ladder, but ends up like hopping back a bit too far, where he's unstable and he falls backwards and goes "Ah!" and lands on the ground, and his feet flail up into the air.
Well, that was entertaining.
Is he all right?
Was this like
Poor
does it
guy.
look fatal or like
It does not
terrible
look.
or
It does not
funny?
look fatal.
More funny.
Yeah, it looks more. If you find that to be humorous, then it would be humorous. Delgar's
Oh.
reaction would be appropriate.
Before I forget, I'm gonna cast False Life on myself.
Good plan.
I haven't described it yet, have I?
God
False
bless.
life.
Yeah, what it looks like when I cast False Life.
Believe so.
Do it.
It's like when I do it, I just basically put a hand on my chest, and then the skin on my arms and face briefly unravel to reveal feathers before they blend back into my skin.
That's freaking cool.
Interesting. Oh, sir, excuse me. I don't want to cause any trouble, but could we make a quick stop at the smith?
I would recommend making this stop after you discuss the.
We're going across the street.
Yeah, like, come on.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's just sorry. My map knowledge is like, I'm fucking retarded. You're right. I'm sorry.
Ooh, watch the R word on Twitch, man.
Oh, sorry.
Are we seriously gonna wait for this?
Okay. Well, as the procession seems to come to an end, the man that fell off on the ladder, he gets up, stands up, and he's like stretches his neck out and it straightens his hat out and picks up his ladder and begins to walk away. And then you guys are able to cross over and go to the Adventurers Guild.
Out of curiosity, I want to take a look at what he was nailing up there.
He looked like he was trying to repair a building.
Did he do a good job?
You don't know.
Well.
Like, maybe. It seems like he's very skilled in it, but
Definitely not as far as OSHA is concerned.
Don't
I
even know how to
I don't
use a
think-
ladder.
I don't think they have OSHA in Stone Call.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah, I guess, like, if we can briefly take a moment, I'll ask him, hey, what happened here?
Well, hello there. I was just trying to fix up the buildings. I just would absolutely, I guess let me introduce myself. My name is Wernest the Earl. I am a handyman extraordinary. I've been hired to go around and fix various buildings, and as you wait, I'm going to make sure that this kingdom is fixed up, not real nice for everyone.
Yeah,
Isn't
it's
that
not
right,
what I meant.
Vern?
I mean, what?
And he turns his head and he looks over over his shoulder at what doesn't seem to be anything there. But he says, "Then this is Vern. Vern, introduce yourself."
Just got the reference.
Yeah, this is our joke NPC, guys.
Okay, but that's not what I was asking. I was talking about the building.
Well, I think there was a roof leak, and the roof leak also kind of extended down towards the side, and I was making sure it was all fixed up.
You think there was a roof leak?
It seems like there was, and you know what? I took care of it. So don't you worry your little faces. I got it taken care
Outside
of.
the building?
Yes.
That's a gutter.
Well, at the very least, it's fixed now. Isn't that right, Vern?
Ernest,
Wernest.
you seem like the Ernest, sorry. You seem like the kind of guy that enjoys camp and school and jail. Am I correct in asking about that?
I don't know about jail, but camp. I strived very long to be a camp counselor. Maybe I'll be one again this summer.
Well, I'm sure we'll be seeing you around again.
Of course. Say goodbye, Vern.
Try not to fall again. You can't exactly fix anything if you are broken.
I've gotten through worse scraps before. I once defeated a monster by kissing it.
If that monster's your mother, I'd believe it.
I am reliving my childhood right now.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll head into the guild now that
All
we've
right.
met Wernest.
Yep. So he walks off, and as you go into the guild, Tessa looks up. It's like, yes, adventurers, go up right away. Please go up right away. He's expecting you. And as you go up, and you enter into the room, you see that there is you see this.
As we walk up, hold on, I just want to do this for the group. It's weird calling us adventurers, right? Considering everyone that walks in this building is kind of an adventurer. Should we have a name for ourselves to differentiate us from other adventurers?
You mean like a group name?
Something like that.
Are we that close?
Yeah, I didn't think we were there yet, but call yourselves what you want. I don't care.
If we're gonna be spending more time together, just food for thought.
Fair enough.
Seems like it if we haven't gotten a pendant yet.
All right. And as you enter the room, you see the guildmaster Bramblefoot is standing there on the table like his usual self, and you see sitting in a chair behind the table, stroking his long white beard. It's just this elderly man. He's wearing these long silky blue robes, and it has vines of silver laced all the way down each of the sleeves. And he looks up. You must be the ones that completed the quest. Pleasure to meet you. And he stands up and he reaches out his hand. My name is Asarian Haleth. I am the high scribe for Stone. I am a high scribe for Stonecall.
Good
I'm not
morning,
taking the lead.
Marion. I'll take his hand.
Yeah.
And he shakes whoever extends their hands and says, I was told that you had found something. And that you wanted to speak with me privately.
We did find the ruins that we were after. And it was indeed protected by a magical barrier.
Yes.
We could not cross it.
Okay.
However, something was able to.
And
One of
what was that
the
something?
stone golems traveled through it.
Stone golem.
It was very hostile, but we took it down.
I see. And do you know how it was able to pass through?
We believe it has something to do with its core, which we have collected. But we haven't been able to make any sense of what it does and what it says. Even the language is strange and garbled. What few words I could make sense of, even through the use of magic, didn't really have any logical sense to it.
I see. And did you bring it with you? I would like to take a look at it.
Sadly, we couldn't take it with us, but I had a good look on it, and I can write for you down what was written on it.
I suppose it's as good of a help as any.
I'm gonna use my calligraphy tools and draw exactly what was written on it for him. Write.
Okay. So you provide him with this document that has all the symbols that were written on the cylinder that you had,
Yeah.
the core.
Yeah.
This is interesting. I believe I've seen these symbols before, but I would need to do I need to do some research into it. Did you go and test the barrier again?
No.
Okay, well,
We were interrupted.
interrupted by whom?
A band of rather shady individuals
Thieves, probably.
who said they were under the employ of who I think might be a colleague of yours.
That would be very concerning.
Carwin Yule.
I do know Carwin Yule. I don't know. I don't imagine she'd do this sort of thing, but that is very grave and concerning news. Have you? Who else have you told about this?
Just the guildmaster.
Well, I would implore you, please keep that information secret as much as you can. I'm not
Why?
sure. Well, I mean, Carwin Yule is someone of immense influence in this kingdom, and she has many. There's many people that she's connected to, as are all high scribes, including myself. But if she is using those connections and she's using them against you, I don't imagine spreading news of her involvement would be for your good health.
Are you afraid of her?
I am not afraid of her. No.
Do an insight check.
Insight check.
Okay, go for it.
17.
You can tell that he's not afraid of her, but he does have great respect for her capabilities.
Okay.
Regardless, the men she hired were after the same thing. Something inside of those ruins.
Well, the ruins themselves, I've been tasked with finding a way into those ruins. I don't necessarily know what all lies beyond the entrance. I just know that the ruins are there and that they contain something of significant power. But I've been tasked with retrieving it for the purposes of. I suppose what information do you know? I would like to know that because I need to be careful with what I share. As I imagine you are careful with what you share.
Well, I think we have been pretty upfront and honest with you. Why are you not the same with us?
I feel like I have been upfront and honest with you. I confirmed that Carwin is a member of the High Scribes and that she has significant power. What I have been commanded to do was acquire the artifact.
Who gave you this objective?
The King of Stonecall himself.
Did anybody pick up one of the symbols that the spies had?
I did actually.
Yeah,
Nick,
Malia has one too.
Yeah, Nick grabs the amulet and hands it to Delgar.
Delgar's just gonna hold it up toward the guy without saying a word. He's clearly upset.
And he says, what am I looking at? What is this?
It was on the people that attacked us.
I suppose that's concerning, but I don't know what this particular medallion means.
You have never seen it before.
I cannot say that I have.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Yeah,
Insight.
let's do it.
It's my best stat. I gotta use
He's lying.
13.
As far as you're able to tell, he is telling the truth. He doesn't seem to have seen this before.
Okay.
If it was
What
of
did he
great interest to the king, then it appears, good sir, that you have some rivals to your quest.
Well, I wish we did not have rivals. I must be careful with what I say, but in this particular time,
If you are cautious about your words, are you worried that we would be overheard? Should we write down what we were told in case people are listening in?
oh, the listening in, people listening in is not going to be an issue for me. And he takes out a small little stone and he taps onto the table, and this bubble kind of expands out from the center of the table, and it surrounds the room. I suppose I should have done this from the beginning, but no one outside of this room is able to listen into this conversation.
Or
Not-
scry in?
No, not even able to scry in by any means.
Excellent, because it is likely that we are already known for visiting the ruins because of the ability of scry magic. But we won't pass on the information to anybody else. But we already have a target on our back.
Is Guildmaster Bramblefoot in the room?
Yes, he's still standing on the table.
I look to him and I hold out a hand. May I have my feather back?
And he says, certainly, here you go.
And then I'm going to hand it to Malia.
Oh. Thank you.
And then telepathically, while she's holding it, I'm going to ask her, should we tell them how that spy died?
She's able to respond to you?
Nodding.
No, not telepathically. Just give me a physical.
Now that this magical bubble is protecting them from divination magic, she'll give a nod.
One more thing. These interlopers we encountered, we took many of them down, but interrogated one of them. And there was some strange magic affecting him. Shortly after our conversation began, he rose into the air by an unseen force, and his body detonated in a blast of hot radiance.
That's quite concerning. That's awful.
Nick grimaces and sheds a single tear, remembering back to what happened.
Delgar grows more angry.
Nothing.
And it was triggered without any sight. Likely only through scrying. So whoever is really behind them is someone of great power. Beyond just political standards.
Well, I mean, all the scribes are trained in some form of magic, to a degree. Like, I mean, I myself have my own skills and abilities with magic, but I've dedicated myself to
Clearly.
studying and learning of histories and magic, and in order to best advise the direction of the kingdom. That's what we do.
Well,
Such a long-range smite is something very powerful, isn't it?
I imagine something like that would be a form of a pact of some sort. That's the only way. That's the only thing I can think of.
he likely
won't
had
be
a
just
glyph
rich.
on him. Magic can do a lot of things when the right conditions are placed on people.
Well, I mean, just if you even know the history of Stonecall itself, like
Why would I?
the lake that we have before us here, that was created with an immense amount of magic. Are you aware of this history?
I can't say that I am.
Well, where the lake was, it used to be a mountain, and it was utterly destroyed and shattered with a single spell. So there's lots of things that can be done with magic.
Clearly.
Yes, but it takes someone powerful to wield it.
Does Carwin have this kind of power?
I imagine Carwin might. I don't believe she's ignorant to those types of magic.
But would she be willing to use such violent magic?
As far as I know and understand her, no, she wouldn't do that. But perhaps there's a different side to her that goes beyond what I know of her professionally.
Since we're all dancing around what needs to be said, so you are able to confirm it or say it yourself. The information we gained was that the corruption on the forest is caused by that artifact, and a shadow organization who wants to bid over your king wants to claim that artifact.
I know that the king would like to acquire the artifact.
Yes, but there's a shadow organization who wants to overthrow the throne and take the artifact for themselves.
We don't know exactly what their intentions are. That is just conjecture. But by any chance, do you happen to know of the shadow of Gorson?
Garushin.
Garushin. Yes, that. Lilai says that perfectly.
And he kind of, his face just kind of turns into a bit of confusion. Garushin? You mean like Garushin Kelnar?
Possibly. I am unfamiliar with it myself.
So Garushin Kelnar he was in the ancient party of heroes that founded Stonecall. He's celebrated today. I'm sure you probably saw a sculpture of him as the procession went by.
That was that.
He was the rogue.
It's always the rogues, isn't it?
Excuse me?
She gives you a little side eye and then a wink.
I wasn't the one disappearing from my party without telling them.
I give you an interesting side eye. Like, what do you mean, disappeared?
We ain't doing nothing bad. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We're off topic.
Yeah, you're right. We are off topic. So, what's the plan?
She's gonna have a sigh of relief.
So what we would like to do next, since you heroes are the ones that were able to, not heroes, but you adventurers were the ones that were able to actually acquire this information.
Well,
Indeed.
What
If-
I would like to do,
yes.
I would like to take the text here, and I would like to see what I can do on my side to translate it. And if at all possible, I would like for you to go back and attempt to get through the barrier again. And perhaps the translation of this text might give us some answers.
Do you have a means of contacting us while we're out there?
He's a mage.
Well,
Not all mages have such capabilities.
I imagine
He's
if
a
you
high
would
scribe.
like to come by, if you would like to come by again in a week, I can give you an update. In the meantime, I'm sure that Guildmaster Bramblefoot here might have some quests that need to be done. And he kind of looks over at Guildmaster Bramblefoot, and Guildmaster says, "Oh yes, absolutely, and it would make me very happy to have some people to actually fulfill those quests for me. I would very much be appreciative if you would be willing to take on some quests in the meantime."
We've got a week. Might as well.
I guess we should definitely stay together. Why not do some work together?
There's definitely a lot of coin in that.
Who else was in Garashin's party? What was his party compressed of? You said he was the rogue.
Okay, I'm gonna write out these names.
Thank you.
Okay, go here. I'm gonna put their roles too. So you have Aether Stonecall. He was a paladin. Lyra Velitra was a sorceress. Zara was a barbarian. Grusian Kelnar was a rogue. Rommel Draxon was a cleric. And Serena Newlum was a ranger. Well, the ancient heroes. You have Aether Stonecall. He was the first king of Stonecall, as you might imagine. He was the paladin of the group. He was the leader. He married Azara, who was the barbarian of the group. Lyra Velitra was the one that founded the Grand Library of Denier. She's the one that helped collect all of the notable writings that we have today, and she started everything that went into the Order of Scholars. Grusian Kelnar helped to create the security network that we have, and Rommel Draxon formed our church, and Serena Newlum was unfortunately lost in the fight that was to secure the ancient amulet that resides in those ruins.
So they went into the ruins to retrieve the artifact?
No, they're the ones that created the ruins.
Oh,
I believe this was about 4,000 years ago.
and they created the ruins to protect the artifact from being discovered, then I'm assuming?
It was to seal it away and to prevent it from I'm not sure why, but they sealed it away for a noble purpose, I believe, until we could adequately deal with it or use it appropriately. I believe they sealed it away to protect the world from such power getting out.
And the king now has a method of controlling it?
Or just the power?
And he looks very hesitant before it, and just chooses not to say anything.
Yes, the latter. If within the week while you're investigating the ruins that you have, the symbols you have, if these ones created this ruins to protect the artifact, your best way to ensuring our safety and well-being to retrieve it, if that is our goal, is to detail any other things about them in case we stumble upon riddles or traps or puzzles that they had created.
I will see what I can do, but yeah, until I know more from this translation, I suppose I just need time.
Well, in the meantime, we'll do some odd jobs and... Well, you know where to find us.
Well, I imagine that if I need to send for you, I will do it through Guildmaster Bramblefoot.
As you should.
So, I suppose with that, I will be taking my leave. And he stands up, and he brings out his stone again, and he lifts it up in the air, and this bubble that is encapsulated the room is drawn slowly back into the stone.
Quite handy.
Yes.
And then he exits, leaving all of you in the same room with Guildmaster Bramblefoot.
I immediately turn to Malia and I'm like, what the hell do you mean?
What the hell I mean?
I told you I was going to go a different route.
As I...
Were you not paying attention?
You're not the only one who could choose to go a different road. I just think that, especially with something as handy as this, and she holds up the feather that you gave her, you could have left us something to keep in contact. It was very disturbing for me last night to waken from my trance and find somebody missing. For all your speak of us wanting to become a party, we need to start acting like it.
That wasn't me. Who
No,
left last night?
she'll nod at Nick. It wasn't anything nefarious, and I gave him the same warning I'm giving you.
I was
But I
100 feet behind you.
I didn't know that, and for you to... I appreciate you wanted to follow the person that was following us. I could have done the same, but to break off without any way
You're
to
cheating on me?
contact any of us,
I might die
if there
for
was
you.
somebody following you while you were following him, and they killed you, we would have not known.
So what I hear from this is that we have various party members leaving for no obvious reason at night Or
I mean,
early
the
when we
eventful
when we
talking
when we
about
Ugh.
this with me was
Delgar's getting frustrated. Who cares if they go off on their own for a little bit? Their business is their own.
All I'm saying is, yes, their business is their own. My point is, I'm not going to inquire about what their business is, but especially since we all know
if you're
the
not going
danger
to
to
inquire,
ourselves.
if you're not going to inquire about it, stay out of it.
Is Bramblefoot still listening?
Yes, Bramblefoot's still in the room. He's just standing there awkwardly.
Maybe I shouldn't hire this guy. It's like
Excuse me for wanting to protect the people I've been journeying with. Looks like
We've been together
we
for all
don't
of
have
4
to
days.
watch out. Such
How
as
about we
no-
agree to this? If someone's gonna leave the party, we'll tell you. But they don't have to tell you what they're doing.
I literally did that yesterday.
You didn't tell us why.
I didn't mean to.
She doesn't need to. We can't start fighting and bickering about these things. We need to stick together, especially now that we know there's a whole bunch of stuff going on that we don't fully understand, but is clearly going to be really bad. And if my forest burns down, I'm blaming all of you for it.
I mean, I guess it's true. If we would have a red under us, we would be dead anyway, all of us. So
Yes,
yeah.
we can all trust each other. Let's.
Apparently not. She hands back the feather to Raven and leaves the room.
Oh, here we go. I thought I'd be the first one to walk out.
no.
Alright. Well, the guildmaster stands, awkwardly there. And so he's not sure what to say or do at this point. It's like, well, I suppose if you require a quest, I can give one to you. How about a
Yes,
trip to the
please.
Lockhorn mountain range?
Lockhorn. No, something else.
Mountain
Well-
range? I don't think I could do that.
Well,
What's paid best?
I do have another quest available that's towards Binehold a little ways. If you would like that.
Well, to be fair, my home is near the Lockhorn mountain range. I'd like to stop in and check on it if everyone's okay with that.
I
Well,
don't
the- well,
see
the,
why
uh,
not.
I would definitely prefer that over going near Brynhold or what is it? What was it
Binehold.
called? Brynhold.
Well,
There you will take.
Well, the quest towards the mountain, in the Lockhorn range. It's not in Lockhorn itself, but there's a quest, an urgent quest for a. They require a party to address, I guess is the best way to put it, a village or a tribe of orcs that seems to have become very violent.
Oh. Yeah, we're taking that one.
I wonder why.
Sounds fun. Let's do that.
All right. And he gives you all of the pertinent details and information, and that is where we'll end the session for right now, and I'll get all of that prepared for next time.
Remember, Delgar's
Alright.
familiar with that area, so we should be able to find things pretty easily.
Nice.
Yes.
So, anyway, I'm going to turn the stream off.
All right.